hello. Can you guys hear me? Welcome back. Hi, grandmother. I love the show. Yay! Love after lockup. Let's get into it, right? Oh my gosh. Hi, my small space. Hear her TV. April, hey girl. Oh my goodness, it's good to see everybody. Hi, LB. Vegas girl in the building. Hey girl. Are you serious? Can you guys hear me? I'm not hearing anything. Can you guys hear me? I know I had my other browser open like a dodo. Put a 5 in the chat if you can hear me. Oh, thank you. I have one of my dogs right here. Her two little paws on my lap. She wants me to pick her up. Hey, everybody, come on in, get comfortable. We are going to have a good time. Oh, hit the like button. Let me go down here. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Oh my God, I'm so excited, you guys. Every time I come on, I get freaking cotton mouth. I get like nervous, but like good nerves. Get out the kitchen. Sorry, it's my tuna. She thinks just because I'm on this live that I'm now watching her. You ain't got nothing in that kitchen, girl. Okay, good. All right, so you guys ready to get into this? I'm gonna come back to the comments, okay? Thank you, everyone for being here. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Hey, Natasha. To everyone who has already hit the like button, thank you. It means the world to me that you would come here. Hey, Honesty Love. So, let's do a little trivia, okay? Because I'm going to be saying this, not a trivia, but just a little fun. I'm going to be saying this all throughout the night, but I'm going to say it one time. And if you're a fan of the show, tell me who said this in last Friday's episode, okay? Oh boy. Who said that? Oh boy. Who said that? Anyone know who said that? Thank you, Roxy. Oh my God. It's Stan. Who? Oh, Dumte? Yeah, we're gonna do Dumte. Yes, we are. No, it was Stan. Oh boy. Oh. All right. Let's get into this show. Because afterwards, I want to invite people up to give their yes, April, Stan. After I give my little commentary, I want to invite people up, and you can tell me like anything you want to say about any of these characters that we are seeing on this little raggedy show. Okay, so let me see. I wrote, oh boy. Okay, Love After Lockup. This is season 3, episode 51. Not one to mess with. I wonder who are they talking about? Are they talking about Brittany? Because Brittany is a beast. Yes, thank you, hear her. Thank you for being here. Okay, so Lisa and Stan. Let's just start with Lisa and Stan. So they show Lisa and Stan earlier in the day, I guess, they had come from the church. Lisa was trying to get off my leg, trying to get Stan to confess all his sins while she is concealing all of hers. She doesn't tell the truth, and she is accusing Stan of not taking any accountability for anything. Now, I know it's probably like, I couldn't imagine living with Stan. I couldn't imagine like even being like within the vicinity where like I could possibly smell his breath. Like I would not want to be mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. So remember they went to the church, and Lisa brings up that her and Stan actually met on a website where, men can pay for a woman to have sex. Right? And so Lisa says that she is so miserable with Stan that she would rather go back to prison. Oh, Lisa looked like, okay, first of all, she was drinking a lot early in the morning. Nothing, no judgment for anyone who does, but she was tossed. You could tell she was intoxicated and very aggravated. So she she and Stan are getting back to their house from the church. Stan is changing his clothes, and they show this man in his thonfadons. Why? Why did they show this man in his thonfadons? Do y'all want to know what thonfadons are? I don't know why they did that. Nobody needed to see that, Stan. Not a single nobody. Okay. So we see Lisa and Stan. They're always bickering. They never get along. She's always accusing him of doing something. She's always nagging him for more money. In the thousands. In the hundreds. It's never like anything like reasonable. You know what I'm saying? So she feels entitled to Stan's earnings. She feels entitled to hold Stan to this unreasonable like standard. Like she wants to drain his pockets. Then producers are evil for, I know. Man, we did not need to see him in them thon-the-dons. And it had the nerve to have a t-shirt that was too small, and you could see like the crest of his his pelvic area. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, her for the $10 cash app. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Let me hold on. Ooh, I want to move away from that image of Stan. So basically, I'm gonna get through them because they're never gonna get along. Okay. So we see Lisa's kind of okay. Oh, wait a minute. So she's accusing him of all this stuff. Of she goes and shows the producers text messages of Stan asking Lisa, if you want $1,600, you have to spend 2 days and 2 nights with me. Which I think that is deserving of like 5,000 or 10,000 to spend 2 days and 2 nights with you. Okay? And them thonfadons. So Lisa is in the kitchen. Now let's talk about this creativity that inmates have. Let's talk about Lisa's recipe. Did anyone see Lisa's recipe? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. She was making a gourmet prison cake. So let's check out what the recipe consisted of. Okay, guys. Oh, okay. I thought Chloe wanted to say hi, but she's just pressing. Okay. The Lisa's gourmet recipe cake consists of pasta salad, Vanilla wafers. Yep. Pepsi, 7-Up. The icing is creamer and candy bars. I'm gonna leave that up there for a second. All right, I'm sorry. I'm so tickled about this. Okay, so Lisa makes her gourmet prison cake. She takes some dry pasta noodles. She crunches them up. She then piles on like a handful of vanilla wafers. And then she starts pouring like Pepsi and 7-Up on top. And it makes this little like, you know, batter, if you will. And so then she's kind of mixing it up. She puts it in the microwave. Look, I want anybody here, if anyone tries this recipe at home, let me know how it turns out, okay? Please, I'm curious. Because when Stan looked at it, he looked like he was about to puke. When he looked at Lisa mixing it up, he was like, but anyways, y'all try that recipe if you want. But anyway, so Stan and her proceed to argue. It escalates. Lisa is like out of control. She goes outside. She's showing the producers the text messages to prove that Stan so-called, wanted her to spend 2 days, 2 nights with him for $1,600. And Stan goes, I'm just about sick of this. Like I'm like this close to kicking her out. And he's all, I gave her $15,000 in the last month. Honey, ain't nobody feeling sorry for you. That was your choice to do that. Hello. Hey, Pamela. Right, Natasha? Aww. Let's see. Oh, okay. Thank you, My Small Space. This was all in a gourmet prison cake. That's right. A gourmet prison cake. So let's move on to the next couple because Lisa and Stan are tired. They are tired. In the next episode, though, just as a preview, Lisa's supposed to set a thirst trap for Stan. She's going to text him as if she's another girl. And who knows, but Stan is going to fall for the okie doke. I'm not going to be surprised if Stan falls right into Lisa's little trap. My brother is incarcerated and you have to get creative. Absolutely. He swears that some of this stuff is fire. I will take his word for it. Let's see. With the side of Pepto-Bismol. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Please hit the like button if you can. Okay. All right. So Brittany and Marcelino. I wrote boring, but let me drop this link. Brittany and Marcelino. So Brittany and Marcelino, they're having a restaurant with two of their friends that also were scammed by, remember, their quote unquote business partner named Robert. They were scammed out of $80,000. So Brittany, I'm going to go through this really fast with Brittany and Marcelino because Brittany is a beast. Brittany was pissed off. Okay, first of all, let's give a round of applause for Marcelino because he said something really key. He said, pissed off people and alcohol do not go well. And yes, they don't. So her and her friends, they have a few drinks, you know what I'm saying? They're sitting at the restaurant having dinner, and then I think her friend's name is Cannon. Brittany and Cannon are in the bathroom of the restaurant while the husbands are outside. And so they're like pumping each other up, like, We need to go beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Chloe wants to say hi, guys. Say hi, Chloe. She keeps pressing me about throwing this toy. So she just wants to say hi. Say hi. Okay, so she won't let it go. She wants me to throw it. Okay, so the two women are in the bathroom pumping themselves up. They want to go and beat down Robert's door. So they're like, F that, we're gonna go. Like, he has our stuff. Da, 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 da. So they go. Marcelino's like, here we go. Here we go. And Brittany's like, I don't like when I get like this, but she's a beast. In a good way, Brittany, in a good way. So they go. So this is I guess the drama part. They go to, the sober living house where Robert is, the old business partner. And it's like whatever time at night, like 10 at night, whatever time it is at nighttime. And so they're going, pounding on the door, like banging on the windows and stuff like that. Then they proceed to take off the screens of his windows. They're climbing into the windows. We see like all like the camera is just like all crazy. And they're like trying to take stuff out of the apartment, like with what? So then we see the cops showing up. What else? I wrote crazy in my notes. I wrote craziness with the capital C. So the cops show up, the popos, and they basically tell Brittany and Marcelino that they can't just do that. They can't just go to his house and start breaking and entering, right? They have to take it to court because it's a civil matter. Okay. Next. So we have Amber and Puppy and Sammy and Eric. So remember, Amber and Puppy are coming in from having breakfast, right? Yes, they were having breakfast. Oh no, Puppy and Amber were having breakfast. So they start out with showing Amber coming home and Sammy is there. Sammy looks pissed. Sammy's been drinking. Sammy is looking a little off. So he's upset because he doesn't know where Amber is. He's like, trying to get her in trouble or whatever, trying to confront her about where she is. And she's just like, well, why didn't I was out to breakfast? And she talks really fast. I can't even talk like her, but I was out to breakfast with Amber and with Puppy. Why don't you just call me? She has kind of a deeper voice. Nothing wrong with it. And so he doesn't have an excuse. Like, why? Okay, if you're so-called worried about your girlfriend, you're sitting in her house, you're expecting her to be there and she's not there. Why don't you reach out and text her? Why do you like think you're gonna catch her in some mess? Like, that's some kind of sneaky shit that, you know what I'm saying? It don't sit right with me. Just call her. Be mature. Okay. So basically Amber tells him that, like, you should have called me. And so then she proceeds to say that Sammy has a history of being abused, like controlling. And then she tells Sammy that she wants to go. I'm getting like so tongue-tied. She wants to go on a double date with Puppy because I'm trying to talk too fast so you guys are not bored. She wants to go on a double dinner date with Puppy and Eric. So what do you guys think about Eric? What do you guys think about Sammy? Because I'm not getting good vibes from either of those men, but I might be biased. So they go out for dinner. Now, this is where I think some of this part was heavily, heavily produced. And that's just my opinion. So, excuse me. Let's see. Okay. So they all meet up for dinner. Sammy gives serial killer vibes. Yeah, Sammy he looks off. So, right, Puppy's like, okay, they're out to dinner, and when they all meet up, it's all four of them. And when I say awkward as heck. All four of them have, a history of being in prison. And Puppy thinks that Amber is going to judge Eric if Amber finds out that Eric was also in prison, because she doesn't know. No one at that table has room to judge, not a damn soul, as neither do I. But anyway, the men are so uncomfortable. They're looking like they know their two girlfriends each have a really close history, right? So they're super threatened by that. They are super they're super jealous. They're like questioning, like, what are they going to be doing behind the scene, behind closed doors or whatever. So they're both super uncomfortable. Someone ends up buying Amber a drink. Another man in the restaurant or bar. I think it was a hookah bar. And so Amber accepts a drink from another man while she's on a date with her boyfriend. I think, hi, Cups of Conversations. Welcome. Wow. Do you watch Love After Lockup? Welcome. But yeah, so Amber accepts a drink from another guy in the hookah bar, and Sammy flips out. And so we see Amber like trying to like save face as if like there's nothing wrong with that. Now, personally, if I was on a date with my boyfriend, I would not be accepting a drink from anybody else. That's just me. I think it just shows lack of regard. Okay, good night, Pam. Good night. Have a good one. But it just shows a lack of regard for your partner. Like, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't accept a drink from someone else if I'm out with my boyfriend. So Amber doesn't see why Sammy's upset about it. She already brings him to dinner with one of her exes. Then she accepts a drink from a stranger, a man in the bar. So that's like a double, to Sammy's like ego. She even says to Amy, why do I keep saying his name wrong? Because he's a weirdo. She keeps saying that Sammy is like this alpha male, and like he just likes to like be in charge, right? And you can kind of tell like he stands tall. He has like a very, very, very short temper. And so he's always like on Amber. But anyway, they have to work that out. So he ends up talking to producers and says like, I don't want to be made to look like a fool. And then he just like says, F this, I'm out of here. So he just like, he leaves Amber there. And Puppy and Eric are sitting up here like, what the hell just happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is going on? Yes. Good night, Pam. Thank you, everybody for being here. Yes, Amber. I honestly don't know why they brought Amber and Puppy back, because they're not even like a real couple. It's just heavily produced, in my opinion. But so Sammy leaves Amber behind, driving intoxicated, or driving after. Okay, I can't say he was intoxicated, but driving after drinking, and he leaves Amber. So she's pissed. She looks like she's about to cry, but she doesn't. She holds it in, and then that's it. They don't even show them anymore. So we're going. Oh wait, let me see. Oh yeah, I did write this down. Sammy is highly triggered at the restaurant, and he bones out. So thank you, April. Okay, no problem. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hi, brown skin lady. So okay, good night. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have 2 more couples, and then we're gonna do commentary and open chat. Okay, so Deontay and Nicole are next. I love Deontay's mom. They didn't show Nicole. They basically just showed Deontay, his mom, and Deontay's brother. So his Deontay's mom named Nika. They go and visit her. I think she's so beautiful. I love how she gives Deontay, or as they say, Dante, the business. So let me do. Deontay's like, oh no, the mom is like cooking dinner or whatever, and she gets straight to the point. She asks Deontay, so how's your love life? And don't lie to me. I'm still here. I won't be in the chat. Oh, okay. I appreciate you being here too, my small space. Thank you so much. So she's like, get to the point. How's your love life? He goes on and tells his mom that Nicole wants to be in a polyamorous relationship with her and Tia and him. And his mom is like, did you fall on your head? Like, did I drop you on your head when you was a baby? Like, what is wrong with you? So that's it. Deontay, I don't really know what to say, but it seems like it's a wrap. Okay. She looks at him, and he's just like, and his mom is like staring him down, and he's like, Mom, why are you looking at me like you putting holes in the back of my head with your eyes? Like, that because Deontay, you're acting real not smart. The last couple is Sarah and Sean. They are really quick. They're at the tanning salon. They had just had breakfast, and they go. Sean's looking at Sarah because in order to get a spray tan, okay, how do spray tans work? How long do they last? How do they work? I mean, I don't know. I want to know like the ins and outs. So Sarah has to disrobe, and Sean is like, woo. And she gets a spray tan. It's all kind of cute because it's like their first date or second date or something, whatever. And so she convinces Sean to also get a spray tan. Again, we did not need to see all that, Sean. We did not need to see all that. But anyway, she goes, Sean thinks that she's smoking hot. And she goes on to say that she hasn't had sex with the man in about 6 years. But then this is the key. When the lady who's going to give them a spray tan gets ready to do Sean, she asks him for his birthday. And he says, yes, I know. He's just a liar. Just looking at his mouth. I mean, he's just a liar. He says that his birthday is January 24th, 1974. And Sarah's like, you're 10 years, you're not 36, you're 10 years older than what you told me you were. And so her wheels start to turn because she realizes that he's telling her lies. But then she goes ahead and wants him to meet her mom. So I don't know. But what else? There's not really much to say about them. They seem like they are like getting more lovey-dovey and getting more comfortable with each other. But I think one of the things that I wanted to talk about with Sarah is she starts getting the one I used to watch. Oh, okay. She starts getting into some of her adverse childhood experiences, and that's called ACEs. She starts getting into how her dad was either a drug user or a drug dealer. Her dad was an alcoholic and abusive. That's what she said. And that kind of led her into using drugs. And anyway, that ended up getting her into prison. So that's really interesting that they discuss like her childhood, adverse childhood experiences, because it really helps you get to know more about, you know, how a person could end up like abusing drugs and then ending up doing something that leads them to prison. You know, a lot of, you know, not to get all psychotherapy or anything, but, you know, people tend to use drugs to kind of numb some of their, you know, trauma. And so it just so happened that Sarah's drug use she ended up injecting drugs into someone else and ended up dying. And she got involuntary manslaughter for that. But anyway, that's the end of the show. That was real quick. So I dropped the link. If any of you want to come up and talk about any of the show, I want to know, what did you guys think about Stan and his dance? Have you guys ever heard of dance? Yes, brown skin lady. See, you know. So let's talk about that a little bit more. On the adverse childhood experiences scale, not to bore you or anything, but some of the indicators of ACEs are having divorced parents, having parents who are abusive, being, hi, brown skin lady.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Welcome up. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Hold on. Let me
Okay.
walk downstairs.
Okay.
Look, I swear, I'm trying to watch everybody's live and trying to take care of the kids. But I said, let me jump
Oh,
on here because
really?
I love me some Andrea and I love After Lockup. You hear my dog?
No, I can't hear him.
He's running behind me. He's my fur baby. But I
Aww.
swear, I love that show. That's like my just guilty pleasure. I mean,
Yes,
I help people
man.
for a living. I help people for a living, but I really enjoy. Um, oh
I hear the dog now. Bless his heart.
I help people for a living, but I really enjoy watching these train wrecks.
I know. Because they put themselves in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. And I heard you mention. Okay, so the last episode, I didn't get through the whole thing.
Okay.
Um, so I didn't get to see everything. And when you said Sarah and her childhood experiences, I
Mm-hmm.
thought you were talking about the other Sarah with the all the plastic surgery. Was she featured in this episode at all?
Sarah, are you talking about Lacey?
Lacey. Okay, yeah.
No, they
I'm,
didn't.
I'm yes, a Lacey.
They didn't show Lacey or Shane or John this episode.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if you've already talked about her and some of the stuff that she's been through, but um
Mm.
I don't think people realize like some of her behavior. If you don't mind, I just wanted to touch on her.
No,
She wasn't
please
in this episode.
do.
Okay. Yes. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of her behaviors, her hypersexual behaviors, stem from SA that she went through.
Oh my
From
God.
yeah and I'm thinking it was an uncle. um I get them mixed up. John is the one. Sean is the husband. John is the side piece, right? um one of the times where John was upset with her, he posted on social media, like blasted her about her past and what she had been through as a child, which was just pussy of him and horrible. But that does explain a lot of her hypersexual behaviors and,
Yeah.
the need to use her body to,
Mm-hmm.
almost control.
As validation. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really it's sad, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, you keep having kids, like get it together. Please get it together. Um
Like at this
and Sean,
point.
yeah, and Sean, I can't stand the Sean that you were just talking about from this last episode. He is just he is horrible. I wish his baby's mama would just do something, like do more. She's too soft on
Mm-hmm.
him. She needs
Yeah.
to be doing more. Like she kind of, I don't know, like by her not really getting on him, it's kind of like she's co-signing it in a way,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But I know she can't control another, grown up. But I just
Right.
wish that she would just cuss him out, or just try
Punch
her
him
best
in the
to punch.
face.
Yes,
Punch him in the throat, man.
yes. Look, I didn't want to be the one to say, but yeah, yeah, just do
I
more.
mean,
It's he's just a whole mess. And how does he keep getting cars and homes and stuff and taking care of women, um, with all the debt and stuff that, well, I guess there's a reason why he has all the debt, because he
hmm yeah.
accrues so many bills, but it's just a whole mess. It's just a loser. And how
Yes.
could any man want to be on TV videoed forever for everybody to see? You are
Yeah.
forever on video, just being a horrible person. Like, come on now, take care of
Mhm.
your kids. You got girls looking at you. You have daughters looking at you,
I
and that
know.
while they're struggling, you are chasing jail tail.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to get it out. I love this show.
No, no, you're saying it exactly right. I mean, he's really pathetic.
Yeah,
He is pathetic. How do you abandon six of your offspring?
right,
How do you do that? How do you
right.
act as if they don't have any meaningful part of your life?
Mhm,
You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? And I know Kelly, she has too soft of a spot for him in her heart.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I've never heard of an ex talking to an ex like that every single day.
Right, right.
That shows me that neither of them have any boundaries with
Boundaries.
one
Right, right. No
another, right?
boundaries.
I know.
Yeah, and I feel like if they have a child that's older, that's like more emotionally mature than them, that's going to cause issues too, because they are going to just,
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to have any respect for them,
Yeah.
and they're not, and that could lead to other issues. So it's a whole mess. And think about those kids, they may be embarrassed if they go to school and other kids know about their situation. They watch their parents on TV.
Mm-hmm.
It's so disrespectful, and they're disregarding those kids, and
Yeah.
it's horrible.
I feel
Really is.
terrible. I feel terrible. I don't even know how old his youngest is, but it doesn't seem like he's in the child's life at all. You know what I mean? And
Right,
it's just really
right,
sad. And Kelly needs to, I don't know. I don't know what her deal is. I can't really figure her out all the way. Is it because she's saying that she doesn't want to be with him, but
right,
she keeps like enabling him. You
right,
know what
and
I'm saying?
entertaining his BS. Like,
Yes.
like
Yes.
in any other real relationship, you should not be able to go to your ex, who you have pretty much left all the kids on, to just
Yeah.
smile and tell them about your next endeavor. Like that, it doesn't work like that.
Right. I'm not gonna give
That's
my ear
ridiculous.
to any ex like that.
Right. I mean, look, we're gonna co-parent, and that's it. I don't want to hear about all
Right.
this.
Right. All your relationships and oh no 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 no.
Right.
But he's a freaking liar. And
Yeah.
I can't get with him because he's like accusing her of scamming him, but he hasn't told her the truth about like anything in his life. Like all the major components of his life, he hasn't
Right.
told her anything. And
Right. Yeah, I
she's
mean,
about to lose it with him.
yeah, like how dare you say, accuse me of scamming, but you ever, but you know what? My thing is, like, how hard is it for her to Google him? He was on a whole season of Love After Lockup.
That's true.
So
That's true.
you
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? Like,
That's
so I
true.
don't I'm not so sure about that. I mean, I know she's fresh out of jail, but see,
Yeah.
come on now. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that. But I was wondering about her when she first got out, and he had that alcohol waiting for her, and she was
Ugh,
gulping it down. I was
yeah.
thinking that maybe she had some serious anxiety problems or something and needed alcohol to self-medicate, but she seems to be pretty even keel now, I think.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, she might
Yeah.
have some stuff going on too.
Yeah.
So who
Go ahead.
Who else is on last? Who else is on the episode? You got to remind me who else is on.
That's it. They didn't show Brittany. They didn't show Brittany and Ray. I love Ray. I think
Mhm.
I
They
felt so
they
bad when he had to sit in the car for an hour while Brittany
right.
went in to talk to her mom, and then still, you know what I'm saying? Brittany's mom was just not
Yeah,
visible.
that has to be like so. I mean, as a man, that has to really do something to his male ego. I mean, to just sit there hoping that somebody. I mean, this is still a well, this is a grown man as far as physical. I don't know about mental, but still to have to sit there and wait and feel like, are you, to see if you're good enough, quote unquote, and to pretty much be told that no, you're not good enough yet, that has to be hurtful. Like that's not how
Yeah.
you start relationships out. I can understand why the mama is like apprehensive. I completely get it. And it's too many men out here who are taking advantage and I completely get that. But I mean, you can at least be decent.
Yes. Yes.
You can
Yeah,
at
and
least be
Brittany,
decent.
she's
Hmm.
so all about her, like her plan and her time. And
Right,
whenever he's expressing himself, she does not listen. She doesn't
right,
listen to what he's saying. All she is doing is coming back with, no, that doesn't go along with the plan. And he's like, no, the plan doesn't make sense because we're not there in our lives yet. Why are we talking about having a baby and we don't have any of our finances in order to do that?
right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Why are you rushing into marriage when we need time to know each other out, with me being outside of jail?
And you know
Or
what? It's
prison.
it's kind of like he's still not free in a way. He's still not free. He's
Yeah.
still um being told he's not good enough. He's not ready for my
Yeah.
daughter. He's still being told you need to do this and you need to be on schedule to be a father by this time. You need to propose to me by like that's not living life. And part of me is hoping that he just leaves and
Mm-hmm.
maybe if they can work it out that way. But I don't think that it's not a healthy relationship and what she's wanting. And think about it, she's a dick catch. Why is she having to, you know, I know that like it's a shortage of good men or whatever, but I'm not gonna go looking in prison.
Not that short.
I'm not gonna go looking in prison. I mean, I'm married, but I got me. But I'm just saying, like, if I had to,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go looking in prison. Like, that's no, that's not ideal. And she seems so successful and level headed. So I
Yeah.
think it's something wrong with her.
Brittany is, in my assessment of Brittany, just from being a viewer, she has a lot of insecurities and she is completely a people pleaser. She cannot do
Mm,
anything um, that makes, she has to keep up this like image, you know what I'm saying? Um,
right.
and I think her mom is a big part of that. I don't want to say problem, but
But yeah, it
you know
is
what
a
I'm
problem.
saying? Yeah, because she can't be her own person. She has to seek approval. Like it's this, she
Hmm.
has to seek approval. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
approve yourself, affirm yourself. You know what I'm saying? If this is the decision you
Hmm.
want to make it. You know what I'm saying? Why, if you are choosing to be in a relationship, and this is you and Ray, and you are the
Right.
breadwinner, and you and him have discussed that you guys have a plan for him to get a job, and you are going to support him until he's able to provide for the both of you. That Brittany is a damn fool. Yes,
Right.
that part.
Right.
That part. She's very emotionally immature.
Right, right. And that makes sense though, as far as when she's like fitting this mold or whatever, like and maybe that's the reason why she is pushing for the baby by such and such time. Maybe her mom has put in her head, you need to be married
Mhm.
by this time. You need to um, have a child by this time. Maybe you
Right.
know, maybe
Hmm.
that's what's expected of her, but that has to be a
Yes.
sad existence. So like to be
Oh
living
yeah.
for somebody else and always having to feel like you are having to prove something to somebody
Mhm.
else, like that's
Yes.
that's not healthy. And to bring somebody else who is just trying to adjust to being free
I
into that kind
know.
of toxic environment is just horrible.
And that's the saddest part is because she's projecting all of those unrealistic expectations onto Ray,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Yeah.
She
And he
wants
seems like
him.
a good guy. He does.
He does. He seems like a good heart. And again, going back to aces, he has a lot of them. He
You
has
say he has a lot of what?
aces, adverse childhood
Oh
experiences.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so now, okay, with him, I don't know a lot about his childhood experience. Now I know that he did struggle with pills or something, but did they go into detail about his childhood, like what happened?
Yes.
Okay, then tell me what they
Let
say.
me tell you what happened with Ray. Um, so when he, hi Mika, thank you so much for being here. Do you watch Love After Lockup? So okay, I don't remember how old Ray was, but I think he was about 9 years old. Um, his mom, I don't know what kind of lifestyle she had. I think she might have been into drugs, actually. So that's one aces.
Okay, yeah.
Um, and basically, his mom was murdered.
Oh my God.
His mom was murdered, and it's a mystery. It's an unsolved murder. And the way that they found her body in a van. I don't know where, but in the same town that they lived in, they found her body in a van,
Mm.
already murdered. By the time they found her, she was already decomposed. But she had
Oh
been,
my God.
yeah, I know. She had been out of the family's, you know, every day, I guess, kind of
Right,
existence for a while because
right,
of her
right.
drug use.
Mhm.
And they just thought that she was, you
Out
know,
using or just yeah.
exactly, exactly. So when the family found out that she was dead and murdered, they didn't tell Ray about it right away.
Mm.
So okay, so as a child, he just thought his mom like abandoned him, didn't want him, didn't love him. So for years, up until his adolescence, he did not know his mom had been murdered. He didn't
Wow.
find he didn't find out that his mom had been murdered until he was about, I think, maybe 16.
What? Wow.
The family kept it from him because they thought that they were protecting him.
Oh boy.
So they let him.
And so I mean pretty much he lost all trust in his main support systems, pretty much, I would assume.
Oh yeah, oh
Wow.
yeah, oh yeah. And then they didn't tell him right away, like the details. So he had to learn, like it's like he had to
Oh,
slowly learn the
bits and pieces. Mhm.
horrific details of what happened to his mom. And he doesn't know who would have wanted to do this. He has no idea. So he's dealing with abandonment trauma, which is false abandonment trauma because his mom, I mean, I guess his mom was
She was
struggling, she was
yeah,
gone, but who knows?
yeah,
She could have been back in his life if she hadn't been murdered.
right.
So he was left to think that, his mom just didn't want him anymore. And so
Mhm.
once he found out, his whole world spiraled. And
Wow.
so
I bet so.
that's why
I bet so.
that's why he turned to drugs. And that's why, what I'm saying. So I'm sure, you said he lost all trust in his family. I'm sure he
Mhm.
went right directly away from his family and into that street life
Right. Right.
and
Right.
got a new family.
Right. And
Got a
then
new
just the I mean, can you imagine like
no,
being I mean, every time you would find out another piece of information, you're like being re-traumatized all over again.
over and over and over
So I'm
again.
sure that the pills were used to kind of numb it and self-medicate and just get
Yeah,
away from things. And that is just okay. And
absolutely.
so basically these people that are presenting themselves as just being a wonderful family on TV
I know.
are really part of the culprits.
Yes, yes. And I think
Wow.
that might be why you see them kind of like overcompensating a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They're acting like as if Ray's poop don't stink.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, I
Right.
love to
Right.
see that, but you ruin this man's life.
Look, I don't love to see it because it's not genuine. But how are they really? If the cameras were not on him, if the his girlfriend wasn't around, how would they really be treating him?
I know, I
They're
know.
so
Yeah,
that's taking. And I thought they were like laying it on too thick. I'm like, what are these people up to? Because
mm,
your relative is a whole ex card.
I
But
know.
they felt guilt, and they should. They
Yeah,
really should.
they should. Because, the thing is if they would have told him the truth as while he was younger, children are very, very resilient.
Right.
There could
Right.
have been a number of interventions or protective factors that they could have implemented to keep him from going down the road that he went down.
Right. Right. I hope y'all don't hear my dog snoring.
No, I don't hear him. My dogs are right here doing the same. Both of
Uh,
them.
well, he is such a baby. Yeah. So yeah, and I agree. Like and that's one thing in our community that we feel like ignoring something and turning our heads to issues will make them go away. But I promise you, it's only piling things up.
Hmm.
It's only piling things up. Let him feel and go through it and get out whatever
Yes.
he needs to, because
Yes.
yeah, that has to be. I couldn't imagine,
Yeah. So can you imagine all that anger that he was like holding on to?
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? How angry he was. If
right,
stuff like that
and
happened to me, I wouldn't give a fuck about nothing. My
right,
life is done. Like these people, who can I trust?
right. And you can look at him sometimes. You can tell he has like sometimes you can look at his face and see a whole bunch of anger. But I mean, who
Mhm.
does he take it out on? You know.
That's why I'm
But
like, Brittany better be careful because he's learned to
mhm,
really kind of keep his anger in check right now. But it's like you can see it's kind of to his neck because
yeah,
Brittany doesn't she doesn't stop.
right,
She's on him and nagging him like, you gotta do this, you
hmm,
gotta do this. Like, let the man breathe.
right. Let him think. Let him just have a moment. Yeah,
Yes. And when
and
you
then
go to
for her,
prison that young, you stop you stop developing to a certain extent. So he's
right,
got a lot of catching up to do. He needs to
yep,
go to therapy. He needs to
right,
do some self-work. He needs to get to know himself outside of
right,
incarceration before he can
right.
become a husband. And what woman who is mature wouldn't be able to see that? Sorry, Brittany.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I guess all that I got it together facade. Yeah, that's just
You don't got it
materialistic stuff.
together all up here in this prefrontal critical thinking cortex.
Look, look. And
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, you can't judge a book by its cover at all because it's could be completely empty or just nonsense. You cannot.
Absolutely.
So who else is? I heard you talking about Toupee. So
Oh,
he is a trip. He is so scared of her.
you know what I'm saying? It's borderline elder abuse because it's elderly financial abuse.
Right,
Are we
right.
allowed to say
But
the A word? We're not allowed to say the A word, huh? Damn. Oh
but
well.
I don't know because I think he's playing the game too. But I just think that he's just scared that that big woman gonna knock him to the other side of the house. But I think that he knows what he's doing with his money and holding it over her head. It's just
Yeah.
a mess
He's a
altogether.
nasty, nasty, nasty dude.
Right, right. Oh, freaking.
His butthole is
Hello, 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 hello. Yeah. Because she said, look, you can't hear none of them farts. Um, can't hear none of them. Look. And didn't he say that he met her and they had like this kind of prostitute John relationship deal going on? Like isn't that, did I hear that right?
you did. You did. You did. I guess when they first met.
Gross. Just so gross. He's a
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the oh yeah, the conversation that we're talking about on Hear Hers with the okay, I'm gonna write a note. Okay. But yeah, I guess when they met, they met on this, I don't know what kind of app or dating or website that you can pay obviously get hookups, right? So
wow.
that's how they met. But they continued to kind of like see each other after that.
Okay.
And but Stan is a creep. You know what I'm
He
saying?
is.
He's a big time creep. And the message that she showed now, I'm curious as why she didn't show him in when she went back in the house, but she showed the producers the text messages that Stan wrote that said, I guess she was asking for $1,600, nothing
Oh
new.
yeah. Yeah.
And he was like, well, in order for me to give you $600, you need to spend 2 days and 2 nights with me.
That is they are both garbage though. I'm sorry. They are both garbage because she acting like she's such a victim, but she's staying around.
Hello, Renata. And then she's gonna invite her girlfriend Renata to his house to stay in his house.
What?
And she's thinking that that's okay, but she's mad because he's talking to someone else. Okay, make it make sense. She's such a
Right.
hypocrite.
She is. She just wants a reason to be mad at him and not have to touch him. I think.
Yes, 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 because that's the whole issue. She's tired of doing that mess. She's
Right.
tired of taking her prison dildo that she made and sticking it through his back door. She's sick and
Lord have
tired of
mercy.
getting pooped on.
So that's why she want Renata to come on so she can be tagged out and then Renata can take over.
Exactly.
That's gross. Is he somebody's granddaddy? I hope not.
Girl,
I hope he's not. Can you imagine him being somebody's grandfather? You come to visit your granddaddy and go down to the basement and see a whole sex dungeon. Like,
and with that 3 and 4 pay on top of his head. I don't know.
right.
Have you seen him bald?
No, have you?
Oh my god, let me see if I can find a picture. Oh my god. Hold on, let me see if I can find a picture. I know where I can find it too. 1 second.
He probably looks like one of those guys that like stand across from the park and watch kids. Gross.
I'm so sorry. He disgusts me because of like his ways of being. You know what I'm saying? He's got that
Right,
like
right. It's ill.
that creep, creep,
Right. Everything is
creep, creep.
sexual and yeah.
Yeah,
So I could have I thought that she was you know, she liked swimming in the lady pond more so than
she does.
whatever man got.
Yes. She likes to be the one to put it in.
Oh, okay. So
You
she
know what I'm
feels
saying?
yeah.
And he,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? So it's odd because he likes the back door. You might be,
She
dating
might
the
be right.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That might be what it is. Yeah, because when she got out of prison, I was like, this is not like he is not gonna be attracted to her, but he loved her, so I think you're right.
He did. I think he was just excited to get that thing. I don't think he cared what the person looked like because he had already, when you talk to people, you somehow build like an emotional, you know what I'm saying, kind of like attraction or connection. So sometimes, in some cases, looks you can kind of get past it.
Right. Right. But do you think they or maybe she was willing to do a whole lot of things that some people were not willing to, and he loved that about her. But do you think they actually like have love for each other?
No,
No, I don't think so either.
I really don't. Not at all. He I think anytime she's nice to him, he he gets like a glimmer of hope. You know what I'm saying? That okay,
Mhm.
maybe she does like me, maybe she does love me, but I think he knows good and well that she only wants him for his money because anytime
Right.
she continuously asks him for money, he gets mad about it. But yet, and still, he's still showing her all his books. He's still giving her whatever she asks for.
Right. Right.
So, in a lot of ways, I don't feel sorry for him.
I don't feel sorry for him at all.
You know what I'm saying? I don't feel sorry for him. And I definitely don't feel sorry for Lisa.
No, I don't feel. I feel both of them are using each other. So look,
Yeah, I'm trying to find this picture of Stan bald. Ah, I wish I could bring it up. Oh my
They
gosh.
have made so many memes of Stan, and they are hilarious. Did you see the one where they said something about he was uh giving head to a hot dog or something?
I
It was
didn't
a
see.
meme.
Oh, was that from that was from Lisa? It's making me like that was from Lisa's Instagram, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She
She
had
shared an
posted it and I took
Instagram
it down.
story.
Yeah, and she took it down really quickly, but
Hmm. Okay, now let me tell you what I heard on the show about how women prisoners make dildos. Okay.
okay. Attempt.
Hold on,
I'm gonna
hold
tell
on,
you.
hold on. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on.
She's gonna show us one. She's gonna show us a model of the one she made.
Okay, y'all ready?
She's perfected it.
Okay, so let's get something. Okay, so this is what Lisa said. I don't, oh, this is perfect. So they take a pencil, okay,
Mhm.
they wrap, like, a pencil is sharp, right?
Uh-huh.
So they wrap the pencil.
Let me see the chat.
They wrap the pencil with like the bed sheets or socks or
Oh, anything to make it like harder. Yep.
right. So let me see if I can get it right. Is the shape coming together? All right.
that is
This is the
that
nice one, right? So
that
maybe
is pretty good.
okay. If there's any children in the building, bye.
Look, just my dog. He sleep.
Okay, so they take a pencil, they wrap it in something nice and thick, right? Then they take
What is that?
they take a glove.
Oh, so that is yeah.
Okay, so they take the
Yeah.
glove, they wrap that Jones up, maybe two or three of them Jones. Get it up there. This is
Look,
so
I
gross. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just want you guys to know what this is
look.
educational.
This is a DIY did.
This is a DIY. Yeah. Okay, so how's that? So they kind of fix it up better, they perfect it, right? They don't need all these extra things. But so they take
That
it, whatever, and this becomes a dildo.
that is interesting. That is really
This is
interesting.
a
See,
little too thick, but y'all get it,
look, you don't have to go spend that money. You can just use some household items and
right?
put it on.
Then they use all kinds of other things to like make a strap. They use sheets. You know what I'm saying? They get it done.
Wow. My thing is, how are they doing all this? Well, don't they? Shouldn't they have guards walking around all the time? And you have to get the right kind of cellmate, right? Because
I
I'm
know.
assuming that's who you're gonna be getting it in with. But yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
She said use a brown towel.
Surprise.
Ah, that's
Right.
how that works.
That's right. A brown towel. But that makes so who told us this? Where'd you get
Lisa.
this from?
Lisa.
Oh, okay.
The same girl
That's
that made that gourmet prison cake. Girl, that girl, she's been in there about what, 14 times?
wow. So
So
yeah, she knows how to. I mean, that's probably her home. She's
that's
probably more at home in
hmm
jail.
and I think she was making them and selling them in jail, if I'm not mistaken. She had a little hustle.
That is just wow. That's crazy. That is
Natasha said, and then they put them in the dishwasher.
ew. Oh, like
Devontae.
Deontay.
Oh my
Oh,
God, that torso.
was he on this episode?
Yes, he was, but for a very short time.
Okay, okay, yeah, I heard you mention something about his mama. Um,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I think I do remember seeing him on there. He was telling his mama, he was like giving her the rundown on the threesome.
yes. He was like, so basically, uh, I'm gonna be in a relationship with Nicole. She's gonna be in a relationship with Tia, and then I'm in the relation. You sound so dumb. No
He
offense to any
does.
polyamorous people, but we all know that that's not how this relationship is working. They're in a relationship with you so they can use you, and
Right,
you can get gratification to not feel guilty
right,
because
exactly.
you have a
Exactly.
false sense of ownership to take care of Nicole.
Right, right. And he's a I don't even know if I believe that he really and truly is comparing Nicole to his own. Like I don't know, maybe so because she did pass away, and he said
Yeah,
that she tried to reach out to him. So yeah,
yeah,
I can see that. I can. But then like you were able to see on TV this girl using you, and you
yes.
still feel the need to take care of her.
That is the part that all of us see that he doesn't see. He
Mm,
can literally only see it from his perspective because he's really stuck with that guilt still,
mm,
just like you
yeah.
said. And he is deathly afraid of the same thing happening again to Nicole with Nicole, but for any reason. So he still has that fear that she might die because he can't save her. So he's, you know what I'm saying? It's like the same thing he dealt with. It's just with Nicole, and he sees that Nicole looks sick as a dog.
Yes, she does.
You know,
She was just like
she had the C word twice, but she still looks really, really bad.
she had the what word? Oh, real? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's not what it is. That's not what that
No,
is.
no.
Yeah, she
It's
was just
more of the variety.
fiending. Uh-huh. Yeah. And yeah, it's that. And they were like, I heard also on another channel that they were like scamming people for money, like saying they needed money because they were like stranded on the side of the road.
Yes, I
And
heard
they
that
were going to send them money back, but they were like taking people's money and not paying them back. It's come on now. This
too.
is just
Mhm. Yeah, to multiple people. I heard.
mhm,
Allegedly.
right. And yeah, yeah, allegedly. Um, but yeah, it's like it's just it's addict behavior, and
Hmm.
anybody who's falling for it. Sometimes I wonder about the people who enable these people. They a lot of times um they feel the need to just what is that term with people who are like they always have to be with somebody who has a lot of issues. um I forgot the
Mm,
term for it, but it's like a relationship where they kind of feed off of each other. Like one
are
person
you talking
is just
about people who are codependent?
yeah, like codependent, but it's like it's they seek each other out because they like feed each other. And the person who you look at is like the victim in the relationship is in a way just as bad as that other person because
Oh,
they continue to enable, and they always seek out people with a lot of issues because they want to fix them. So
yeah, 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 yeah.
both of them are kind of sick in a way.
You
So
talking about Tia and Nicole?
no, I'm talking about
Deontay and Nicole.
Deontay, yeah, and Nicole,
Okay.
because it seems like he's seeking out people that have all these issues and he wants to fix them. Um,
Hmm.
and in a way, that's kind of, I mean, that's not excusing their behavior, but if I have this person I can always go to get A, B, and C,
Yeah.
that's going to make me do it even more because I know I can go to him to get whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
trying to save her, but in a way, he's pushing her further into
Yeah.
possibly her demise because
Yeah.
she's going to go harder and harder.
Yeah. I do think, based from the last episode that we saw, I do feel like in a little bit of a way, she feels um remorseful for using Deontay. I feel like it's only felt because she feels that loss, because she's broke.
Mm-hmm.
But I
You know,
still go ahead.
I don't think she feel bad. I think she feels bad about people dragging her on TV. I don't think she really feels bad about him. I don't. I don't, because if she felt that bad, she wouldn't be hitting that man up, or she would have just said, "Okay, forget about it." No, you still wanted to go along with this sham. She feels bad because she knows that everybody at home is looking at her like, you know,
You're a piece
what
of
to do.
dust, girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what I
Yeah.
think that is.
But he's a sucker. I mean, he called himself a simp.
Yeah, it's like look,
He called
some
himself a simp, and I don't have no argument with it.
I'm sorry, like who
I really don't.
would find somebody like that? I'm sorry, who would find somebody like that attractive? Like, you supposed to be like the man of the household. No,
I
mm-mm,
know. I know. I know.
that is not attractive.
His mom is so disappointed. She does not understand like how he could not see. You know what I'm saying? Like what he's doing. Even his brother is more mature than him.
Right, right.
His brother is only what, like 16?
Yeah, he's younger. Yeah, his mama is just like, she has a permanent look of disgust and
Just
disappointment.
yes. And he's always like, "What, mama? What,
Right, right. And looking.
mama?"
Oh my God. Mm-mm.
Oh my god! But
I'm
yeah,
curious about his upbringing. Like, where's his dad at? What happened to him?
I know. They don't ever say anything about his dad.
I'm
That
telling you that you can look at somebody's childhood and you can find a lot of the root to a lot of their issues.
yes, yes, yes.
All right, all right, Miss Andrea. Well, I need to get off of here because look,
Okay.
I've been on YouTube all day.
I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I
And
know.
my daughter has a school, her first school, or her first trip that she's going to be away from the family. She has a school trip tomorrow morning, so yeah, I
Oh,
have to make sure all her stuff is together.
okay.
And
And it's kind of late where you are too.
yes, oh yeah, I forgot you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It ain't even midnight here yet, so
Oh wow, okay, yeah, it's about to be 2 o'clock here.
oh my God. Okay, yeah, girl. Go. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, brown skin lady.
Oh, no problem, no problem. Look, I am always down to support, and look, I love the new content creators that I have come into contact with. Look, y'all have a new
Oh,
fan in me, and
thank
yeah,
you so much.
you are so
We love
welcome.
you. We love you. You're
I
always welcome.
love y'all too. All right, have a good night.
You too. Bye. All right, y'all. We done talked about love after lockup, life after lockup. I was really wanting to do like a longer stream, but I don't have a whole lot of traffic coming to my channel yet. So I haven't really been able to branch out, but I do have a goal to get to 1,000 subscribers and um get 4,000 watch time hours. So yeah, I have a goal to grow my channel and get monetized and all of that and keep putting out good content. And yeah, so I wanted to kind of, do half love after lockup or life after lockup and then do the other half on just like an open chat. So I dropped a link. If anyone wants to come up, please, 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 please do. Let me see. And I do have, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to do something crazy. And while I'm doing this, guys, thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for being here. And all that good stuff. Okay, so while that's loading, let me pull this up because, as Joy said before she left, um, she said that she's found some new content creators. I cannot multitask. I cannot. Ah! Let's see. Let me go to E52. Okay. Woo, let me get some water while I'm doing this. I don't even know how to damn it. Okay. So as Brown Skin Lady said, I am very, very new here and I have some goals. Oh yeah, see? So hear her TV, please go. I know you guys probably all came from her channel anyway, but yes, we both have a goal, the same goal, to get monetized and to grow our channel to 4,000 watch time hours and 1,000 subscribers by New Year's Eve, okay? Aw, thank you, Mika. Thank you so much. I always get so nervous, but I just like to get on here and act a complete fool. So, I kind of got I was like a little jittery and nervous though, but it really just comes with the territory. And this dang ring light, it makes me feel like lightheaded. But anyway, for anyone who wants to why is it doing that? For anyone who wants to start a YouTube channel, I want you to do it. Okay? Just do it. It took me like 2.5 years before I was able to do it. But now that I'm here, I feel like I'm not going anywhere right now. But I want to read this to you because hopefully this will help you. Oh, okay. I was inviting someone up, but he said it's too late. One second, guys. This is so unprofessional. Somebody wants to come up, please click the link. Okay. So I wanted to read this to you. It's from Joshua 1:9. It says, "This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid or discouraged. For the Lord, your God, your source, is with you wherever you go." So you know what that means? That means he'll be with you. Whether you're walking to the park, whether you're going to get you some delicious vanilla ice cream like I'm about to do in a few minutes, or whether it's on your channel. Okay? God is with you no matter where you go. So if you want to do this, thank you, Gio. You're so sweet. That's the person I invited to come up, but I know it's late. I just wanted to hear what you had to say about Stan's Thomperons. Do you know what Thomperons are, Gio? Have you ever heard of that? I just wanted to ask you what you thought about that because I know that was your thumbnail. So we can't get past it over here. But thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You are one of the people that really inspired me to come and start my YouTube channel. So I would come up, but I'm tired and had a long day. No, I understand. But thank you so much, Dio. Much love, much love. Ah, staying nasty. I know. We didn't need to see all that, but anyway. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Gio. Thank you for letting me know what you think about Steve. Don't drop those stomptadons. Don't drop those stomptadons. Don't drop those stomp. Sorry. Oh God. Thank you. Thank you. Have a blessed night, and I'll catch up with you on your channel. Okay. Thank you so much. But yeah. I wanted to read that because I want to encourage you guys, be courageous. Just do it. Like, hear her. I'm gonna share one thing that you said today. Right? And you said that it took you about 5 years, you know what I'm saying, to get started. And you know what? That's okay because you're not behind on anything. All right. All right. Thank you so much for coming by. Bye. But yeah, that's what I just wanted to say. I really didn't have anything else to say. But yeah, I'm gonna drop the link one more time and see if anyone wants to come up. Hear her. Are you still here? Or did you have to go? I know it's kind of late. But all right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I don't have anything else to say. So I guess I'm gonna end this live. I thought it was gonna be longer, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't think. Let me see. I don't think. Let's see. I don't think she's here anymore. But anyways, let me see. What else did I want to talk about? I didn't think I wrote anything else. And nobody wants to come and talk to me behind the scenes. Hear her, do you want to come up or are you going to bed? Do, 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 do. It's very rare that I don't have anything to say. I'm kind of shocked. I always have something to say. All right, but yeah, thank you so much for hitting the like button. Hear her, are you going to come up or no? It's okay if you don't. I just want to know before I get up out of here. Are you guys having a good night? It's been a long weekend. It's been such a long weekend. Not a bad weekend, but a lot of stuff going on the YouTube streets that I'm not going to get into, but yeah, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Gio. He's like one of the people I don't want to swear, but one of the people that like I subscribed to like right away when he, came out, but I love hearing him and what he has to say and his jokes. He has great, hilarious shows. So get into that. All right. I keep saying I'm going to end, but I really want someone else to come up and talk to me. So I'm going to wait about 2 more minutes and see. And then if I see the chat going to 0, I'll definitely be like, bye. All right, guys. Please remember to be kind to yourself and others. Please, 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 please practice good self-care this week. Take some time to get away from the screen and do something that I call unplug. You know, do something without your electronics if you can. I know some of you might have children and you need to be able to have your phone right readily available. But I really want to encourage everybody to take good care of yourself. Remember that scenario of the airplane. If it's going down, they recommend that you put the oxygen first on yourself, so then you can be able to care for someone else. That's something that I practice like very, very much in my daily life. I know I said this in my last video, but if you could smell like the pure aromatherapy that I got going on, like you would be so, so, so relaxed. This is one of my favorite things on this earth. It's called Breathe Essential Oil. And I have it diffusing in 2 diffusers right next to me. And for me, it helps me to remember to breathe in deeply. It helps me with my asthma. Uh-oh. Did I see someone pop up and pop off? All right now. I'm going to wait because I got a full cup of tea right here. That is kind of cold, but that's all right. But yeah, I do want to know, if whoever's here, what are some things that you are promising for yourself that you're going to do this week to practice self-care? I'm not pointing at you. I'm asking. So I want you to type it in the chat. You know, they do say that when you write things down, they are more likely to get done. What? What does it say? What? I don't think. Oh, let me write. Okay. You're trying to get on. I don't see ya. Ooh. Not technical difficulties tonight. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm gonna start. Oh, Mika. Yes, I'm gonna start saying no more. Saying no more. I always put everyone first. I feel it's my time to change that. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. And I want to encourage you when I don't know why I always come in here and I have to burp. It's just annoying. I want to encourage you, Mika. Do that. Start having really good, strong boundaries with people. Even the people that you love so, 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 so dearly. That's my bedtime reminder, but I'm not going to bed. Even the people that you love so, so, so dearly. You have to learn how to prioritize your own needs sometimes. And I love that because you're free to say no without the guilt of or mindset of people pleasing. And you can say no without any guilt and without any explanation. If someone wants you to do something that you don't want to do, you can say no. And you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to explain your no. You could say no because you just don't want to. You don't have to have an excuse. You don't have to make up something. Just practice that. I love that. Yes. Let's see what else. Whenever someone wants something or needs me, I'm always there. I put myself last. You know, Mika, I can relate to that. You know, I spent years of my life like being a caretaker. And I don't want to say like a handmaid because that's kind of extreme, but I spent a lot of my life doing that, like practicing taking care of someone else. And in a lot of ways, it gave me a sense of validation. Um, but it wasn't good for my mental health. And as an as an adult, I had to learn like this very same thing, like that it's important to put yourself first sometimes. And I had to train my own thinking to realize that that's not selfish. It's a divine responsibility to take care of oneself. And so once I learned that, I was able then to start developing new patterns of thinking and operating differently. And then once I started operating differently, like having good boundaries, saying no to things that I didn't want to do, but that I would formally do just because someone else wanted me to do it. And when I started really practicing self-care, um, learning to love even the like most imperfect things about myself, um, then people around me had to learn to operate differently, right? Because they had to learn like, oh wow, she's just not going to jump because I say jump, or she's just not going to drop everything she's doing anymore to come see about me. Um, and so once I started operating differently, people started learning me differently, and less started, less and less put their things onto me because they knew I wasn't going to just jump anymore. So you got to do it. So I still see there's people here. So what is one thing that you're going to do this week for yourself that is practicing self-care? It could be anything. It could be exercising for 10 extra minutes. It could be taking a power nap. It could be anything. Anything at all. Yeah, anything at all. I'm just waiting for someone else to tell me, okay, maybe I'll say what I'm going to do. Okay. What I'm going to do to practice self-care this week, um I'm going to go to the gym and go sit in the eucalyptus steam room at least 2 times this week. Oh, yes. Um, don't be ever embarrassed to say that. Hi, hear her.
Hi.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, how are
Wait,
you?
let me see. Make sure you can hear me.
I can hear you just fine.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I usually always felt overwhelmed because I used to do everything,
Hmm.
or if people asked me to do things, I used to feel like I was obligated.
Yeah.
And then it came to a point where I was just I didn't feel like it, especially when I started working nights.
Hmm.
And it's like I used to feel pressure from my family because if there was a cookout or just a home get together,
Hmm.
they always want me to come because they always say that I'm the life of the party.
Right,
And
right,
everyone would, if my family is around, they'll be like, oh, they're looking for me, everybody, instead of
right.
I have sisters and brothers, but if I'm missing, they'll be like, where am I? And it's kind of it makes my sister kind of feel like I don't know, like she's not enough, I guess. And like I was saying, when I
Oh.
started working nights, it was exhausting, and I didn't want to, go and do things on the weekends because it was draining. And then now, since I've been out of work since COVID, because I've been experiencing anxiety,
Yeah.
it's I don't go out now. If I do, it's just to pick the kids up from school. I don't mix and mingle. If I
Mm-hmm.
go somewhere, it's my mom's house and I hardly go over there.
Mm-hmm.
So every day I'm home, and when the kids go to school, I have all day for myself. So I always was planning to do YouTube, like I was saying, and I kept procrastinating. And then I just started doing self-care Sundays, and
Oh
I'll do my
yeah.
own manicure, my own pedicure, and
Mm-hmm.
I make it a point to deep condition my hair and sit
Mm-hmm.
under the dryer for a half an hour, sometimes an hour.
Right.
And because I want to go to the salon, I usually go to the salon, but since COVID started, I don't want to because I don't want to go around people.
Right.
So it's every day I have time to self-care. So I usually, get up in the morning and I get myself dressed to go nowhere. So that's why I was I'm into fashion and I wanted to, show my outfit of the day on YouTube and how I do my hair. But
Right.
now with all the doxing, I'm scared, so I don't. So I say this to say you do have to find time for yourself. And the only reason why I have the time now is because of COVID and the fear that I have to go outside to mix, I rarely go to the grocery store. I will have my boyfriend go and pick up whatever I need. So I say this to say, even if you don't have any time,
Yeah.
take Sunday and make that your day. And you'll always remember self-care Sunday. It's all about you.
Yes.
You got to take time for you because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else,
Anyone else?
you know?
Yeah.
And look at me talking and look how my voice sounds. I need to take care of that.
I know, but you've been going ham for like the past
I know, girl. And let me
12
tell you,
days, 13
I,
days?
I want to go ham tonight because, honey, the
Girl.
wheels on the bus is going round and round.
Oh, God.
And
Oh,
let
here
me
we
tell you,
go.
I got my devices right here, and my internet started acting up a little while ago when I came up the first time. And I was like, oh God, she's gonna think that I'm, flaking out. So I went and turned off the iPad and got my phone. But yeah, I was
Oh.
looking at some videos and I just have to, I'm still connecting a little bit of pieces. And I said,
Uh-huh.
after your live, I really want to watch a video because I don't, I think what I'm thinking of, I think that I'm going to have a lot of convincing maybe to do,
Hey, Mika.
you know?
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
I don't want to sound
Mhm.
crazy
Yeah.
because I know it's going to sound far fetched. Trust me. But when I think
Okay.
about it all, it really makes sense. It
Okay.
really
Put a
do.
pin in that. Put a pin in that because we're gonna get right back to it. But
Okay.
to your point on daily self-care,
Yes,
I mean, it's absolutely necessary. I
it
mean,
is.
it's absolutely necessary. And like just for an example, before I even, you know what I'm saying, came on this live,
Mhm.
I made sure that I didn't do what I did last night because remember last night I like skipped dinner altogether.
Right.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know, I
Until
just was going to say that even about lunch, taking lunch to work.
taking
But go
lunch.
ahead. Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes
Yes.
you're so lazy, you don't want to make your salad or make your
Yeah.
healthier choice. And, you
Yeah.
know, because you're tired, you don't have enough time because you did something or picked someone up and gave them a ride. And then you
Yeah.
end up going to lunch the next, at work and buying a hamburger or something. And you're like, you know, it's
Yeah.
still lunch, but it's not caring for yourself the way you planned.
Right. Right.
So, I mean, I get it. Like last night, you had your plan to eat and you
Right.
stayed on live with me for 8.5 hours
I
and
know.
didn't do what you had to do for yourself.
I know.
You
I even
planned on
held my
eating your fried
pee.
chicken and your potato salad, and you didn't even eat.
I know.
See, you gotta.
That
That's
was a
why.
bad example. That was such
Yes.
a bad example. But that's
Yeah.
why I said tonight I'm gonna make sure I set my live for a time that's manageable. I tuned in to what I wanted to tune into, but then I had time today where I wasn't online. Um, but I made sure to eat before doing this
Uh
because I didn't
huh.
want to make that same mistake because I got a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what am I doing? Like,
Right.
put the phone down. It's not that serious. But I was just,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I was just, there. But hey, Mika,
Hey.
Mika's
welcome.
up.
Yeah,
Hey,
I've
girl.
actually been having a hard time sleeping the last few nights, so I'm exhausted. Uh,
Really?
yeah, and then I'm like dealing with a little bit of depression. Like I'm in a really deep depression on
Mm,
top of having anxiety and PTSD. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just going through a situation where it, I feel like I'm being taken advantage of by my
Mm-hmm.
own family. They expect me to always be there and always do for them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just a lot of situations that's bothering me. But I just had got over COVID and COVID related pneumonia. I was really sick. And that whole time, they still expected me to watch my granddaughter, and I did it. And
Right.
yeah, that's why it took me so long to get better. And then, my other daughter came and picked me up and took me to her house. And, within a couple of weeks, I started getting better.
Mm,
But it's just, I don't know. It's really deeper than that and kind of hard to get into.
Right.
But yeah, it's just, I feel taken advantage of in a lot of different situations. And I
Yeah.
really have to start saying no.
do you
I
feel
can't do it.
guilty saying no?
Yes, I do.
You do.
I do.
See, that's the hard part, especially
Mhm.
when it's your immediate family. I get
Right,
that.
right.
Yeah.
I totally get
Yeah.
that. Because then you think, if you don't, what's going to happen?
I
And
do
whatever is
all
going
the
to
time.
happen is not really your fault, but you feel like you
It
have
is.
to save everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, yes, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since I really didn't have either,
parents in my life. I grew up in a foster home for some part of it. And then my mom, I was taken away from her when I was 9. So I have a lot of abandonment issues and just, I feel like I have to be there for everyone.
So that's why you're so loyal.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah,
I get it
Get it.
too. Yeah, because once you find, I mean, when you're dealing with abandonment and you find someone that you connect with, you don't want to risk another abandonment. So you do anything and everything to keep that relationship intact, even to your own detriment.
Yes.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in, really deep therapy, but I don't know. And that's one thing I was thinking about doing with my channel is actually talking about the things that happen in my life because I've never been able to really talk about it and I can't write it for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
I
then
wanted to see if that could be like a, like some kind of therapy. I don't know.
mhm. Let
Mm.
me ask you this. When you thought about writing your experiences,
Mhm.
did you ever did you start to feel like overwhelmed in the process and just say it's just too much to write and stop?
Yes.
That's how I
Yes.
usually feel. Like my
Mhm.
mind just feel like it's gonna be overwhelmed. So you
Mhm.
know
Yeah.
what I ended up doing was like getting a planner and a notebook, and I have a specific notebook for brain dumping because my
Okay.
mind
Okay.
is all over the place. All over
Yeah.
the place. And like sometimes I'll have like 6 different notebooks.
Yep.
And it's so funny because the day before yesterday, one of my kids was telling my mother, because I was like, Ma, I got 6 notebooks going on. And one of my kids was like, 6? How about 15 or 20?
Oh my god. Somehow she dropped out, doggone it.
Yeah.
But I'm the same way. I have, struggles with anxiety. And it's more stress induced, like when I'm really stressed, um, or if I'm having an episode where I feel like I'm a failure, or I start having all this negative self talk and doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that also increases my anxiety and keeps me elevated. And then on top of that, I get these episodes where I think everything is going to like fall apart. And I know that's anxiety. That's the illness part of what anxiety can do. Convince you that everything is falling apart, that everything is doomed, that you're going to fail. And it keeps you paralyzed by fear. Um,
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. So, but I can relate to that, you know.
Yeah. It's rough. And like my PTSD,
Hmm.
it's something hard to deal with. Like anytime there's a slamming door or even if something drops, it's hard to explain, but it like jars my nerves or something. And I
Hmm.
actually sit there and shake and I can't control it. Um,
Yeah.
and that's all from past traumas. And it's just a lot. But
Yeah.
everything you described about anxiety is exactly what I go through. And my mind's always racing and always going somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's hard to sleep at night. I can't shut my brain off.
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
here. Yeah. That's why it's so easy for me to use YouTube as like a distractor. And in
Mhm.
my mind, I'm thinking, oh yeah, this will really wear me out. But it's like it really doesn't, because as soon as the screen shuts off, I'm back to these, I don't want to say intrusive thoughts, but it's kind of what they are.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Um, you get these intrusive thoughts sometimes that you have to, in therapy, you learn to recognize that. And for me, I'm a spiritual person. And when I start to have that happen to me, I say, let this mind be in me that is in Christ Jesus. let this mind be in me that is in Christ Jesus, because I know some of the things that come to my mind that are like of wicked, that are like wicked or evil, or just, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to cuss somebody out, or I get so mad I want to like fight. I've never been in a
Yeah.
physical fight with anyone, but I still get those fight or flight responses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if I don't do anything with it, it it doesn't have any release. So it stays in my body. You know what I'm saying?
I get you completely. Yeah.
Yeah. And so when I do these things that are really, really intentional in practicing self-care, it combats all of those kinds of things for me. But I have to do it consistently. And like Hear Her said, it's daily, starting at the very top of the morning.
Right.
So how about you? What do you do? Like, because I know we both have issues sleeping at night, but like when you start your day off, how do you protect your peace at the top of the day? What do you do?
I haven't been. That's the thing. I haven't thought about my peace or anything like that. I get up and, just do the normal morning things and start tending to whatever I need to
Mm-hmm.
around. Or when someone, like if my other daughter calls and needs something, I'm right there. It's, I don't know, it's just a lot. I
You
feel
have a
like my
young daughter?
is clouded. Hmm?
You have a young daughter?
Well, no, they're all adults.
Oh, okay.
That's, that's the bad thing. They are all adults. And I don't know. I'm tired. It's a lot. But I do need to start doing something, even if it's affirmations and trying to get my thoughts together. And I need my lavender oil. I don't know what happened to that. But I have to think of something else to do to help me get through this.
Yeah, you do. You really
Yeah.
do. Because if you don't, your mental health may decline even worse, and your physical health may start to also decline as a result too. Um, and just know there's this phrase that says, insanity is doing things and expecting different results. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
getting well is going to involve you creating new habits. It's going to involve you getting and stretching yourself sometimes beyond your comfort zone. And one of the things that I learned in therapy that helped me and compelled me to go ahead and start my YouTube channel is when something makes me anxious, for example, talking in front of people, or like being in a crowd, when I challenge myself to actually do it, it's so empowering. And I feel like all the things that I was anxious about, they dwindle away because I'm doing what I was afraid of doing. And now that I'm doing it, does that make sense? It makes me prouder. It makes me feel like, okay, well, if I can do this, I can do something else that I'm afraid to do.
Yeah, I completely get it. I don't know if this example would be good, but I'm terrified of being on and talking like this. Um, but when I did my video, even though you can't see my face, I felt a little bit better afterwards because I felt
Mhm.
like I got my point out, and it was almost like a little therapy. I just felt a little bit lifted, like something lifted off of me a little bit. So
Yeah.
I get it. I
I'm
think
so
I
glad.
will start journaling though. So you gave me, I might try to start doing that again. I think.
You said
I'm
doing
a,
journaling?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Even that recommendation that Hear Her has, like just dump journaling. Um, it does help, because even things like that we think are small in our day that we have to remember to do. Like I can speak for myself, like each and every single day, whether I'm at work or whether I'm just at home, I have to write myself a to-do list every day. Um, because if I don't, I'll be running around with no focus. I'll be running around doing things that in my conscious I think are productive, but then the next day when it comes, I'm like, what the hell did I do? I didn't do anything I wanted to do or that I needed to do because I didn't set intention and I didn't set focus to my day. So when I sit down in the morning and I have my cup of coffee and I explain, or not explain, I'm reading her comment. Even if brain dumping helps a lot. But at the start of my day, I make sure that I do things that I know keep me calm. Taking a shower. I have to take a shower every day. And that is, I mean, I know that sounds like, oh yeah, we have to shower every day. But when you have like depression and anxiety and you have episodes, sometimes the basic things that we need to do to take care of ourselves, we neglect. So I'm set intentions on taking an early shower, but I wake up with meditation and prayer. I'll read my scripture for the day, take a shower, have my coffee. I have basically what I'm trying to say is I have a morning routine that sets my day up for success. I have a workflow that keeps me focused because even with work, dealing with anxiety and like, especially when I'm behind on like my notes or working with my clients or if I'm running late, it challenges me to no end. So the more and more I practice having and establishing daily routines, starting at the beginning of my morning, I have better and better days and better weeks. So I hope that maybe you can start imparting some of those things into your daily routine or find something that works for you, but starting at the top of the day.
Yeah, I am going to do that. I'm going to start doing that, reading, a scripture. And I definitely want to find some affirmation for myself. And
Mm-hmm.
my long showers or my Epsom salt baths.
Yes.
Yes.
I have like a packet of affirmations that have to do with different topics like mental health, stress, depression, anxiety, weight loss, personal development, spiritual development. I mean, I have a lot of those things. So if you want me to share those with you, I would be more than happy to.
Yes, please. Definitely.
Okay. I will definitely do it. Now, are you on IG or do you have an email?
Yeah, I
Can
can give
maybe put
you.
your email in the private chat so I can email those directly to you.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. I'm going to go through the comments really quick. LB said, my coworkers started getting together more since we have been working from home, but I just haven't, just not ready. I know, LB. I feel like my coworkers and I, like, we used to have somewhat of a friendship, somewhat of a relationship, but since there's so much distance between us now, it's like we're complete strangers. Like everything is virtual. And when I do happen to see, hi, World of Gratitude, thank you so much. I hope you are too. Thank you so much. But when I do see one of my coworkers in person, it's like, oh, hi, that's what you look like? Oh, and it's so awkward because it's like there's zero connection anymore, honestly.
Right. So many things changed since, you know, I don't want to. I know some people aren't allowed to say it or can't say it on YouTube, but
The C word, yeah.
yeah, since all of that started, everyone's so distant, and I think a lot of people probably need therapy right now because
Mhm.
I find myself being a recluse and not even leaving the house. I don't have the desire to, and I'm always in my room. So
Yeah. Oh man, that's another something too. When we were on that, the whole nation was on that safer at home order. Um, I fell into a serious depression last year. And I had multiple episodes, and it got really, really bad, you know. And I know I'm not alone in that. I know I'm not alone. And I want to shout out my one of the other content creators that I subscribe to on here on YouTube. Her name is I'm glad I have a place on YouTube to express myself and let go. Yeah, me too. Me too, hear her. But this one content creator that I absolutely love and I follow, her name is Beautiful Shalom. And one of her missions and purposes of why she's on YouTube is so that no one is suffering in silence. And I think that that's so powerful, that message, because a lot of times, you know, we get isolated, or we isolate ourselves as maybe a symptom of something that we're going through, and we suffer. You know what I'm saying? And we're not open about it because of whatever reason. And so I just love people like her on this platform that give a space for people to grow and learn and know that they don't have to suffer in silence, no matter what it is. I didn't even, I'm just doing all this talking. I didn't even realize Mika dropped down. What the heck? It will help you sleep better if you dump some of those thoughts into your journal. I agree. And, you know, this is something as a personal, you know, being on a personal growth journey that I've heard is better is just to be off of your devices at least an hour before bed. The problem with me is I use I fall asleep to The Office basically every night. I'm so embarrassing. I watch the same episodes of The Office over and over again before I go to bed. And one thing that I want to start doing is deplugging at least an hour before bed and maybe doing some yoga lattes and meditation and getting centered before bed as opposed to only doing it at the top of the morning. And so, yeah, I agree, LB. It's a great suggestion. I lost service and StreamYard. Okay. Well, Mika, no problem at all. I have you in my prayers, and you know, I'm wishing you the absolute best in setting up some healthy boundaries and enjoying being able to say no when you don't want to do something and saying yes when you do want to do something and not having guilt behind it. You do? Oh my God. Okay. Oh my gosh. I have to show you something then, okay? You're going to crack up. Where is it? Oh my gosh. I can't even find it. It's probably, oh, here it is. Okay, wow, that was loud. I watch the same episodes of Golden Girls every day. See, oh my gosh. Yes. The show makes me laugh. It honestly makes me happy. But I didn't mean to mute my mic. I meant to turn my cam back on. Do you see this mug? I'm gonna sing the song, okay? Here, this is for you, okay? I don't want to work. I just want to bang on this mug all day. I'm so silly. I'm so silly. Yes, me too, hear her. I watch the same episodes of The Office before I go to bed every single night. And I also when I'm just chilling, just when I'm watching regular stream, not on YouTube, I watch episode reruns and episodes of Nailed It. Anyone like Nailed It? Shout out to Nicole Byer. I love you, girl. That's what I do. I know. I just watch the same shows. What? Do you like Nailed It too? Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, let me just say this. Remember that I was telling you guys on my live last week how when I had my kids, especially my oldest, I was remember I was saying how I went to the hospital and when I couldn't sit down because when I got to the hospital, my son was basically head out already, and I couldn't get an epidural.
Yes,
girl. That night I had a stomach ache, and I thought it was something I ate, so I was drinking tea and toast and watching the Golden Girls, and I wouldn't leave my house because I'm laying in bed and I'm like, and I'm sipping tea and just watching the Golden Girls, and I'm like, it's not like I didn't see these episodes a million times when I was a kid, but I am a Golden Girl junkie. Let me tell you, if anything I see Golden Girls, I'm picking it up. So I already know when you say you watch The Office every day, it is a shame. How I could be addicted to something like that. But I just wanted to say that. So I get it. That's my guilty pleasure.
Oh my God, I'm so glad.
That's funny. I can't believe that song. Andrea, you're funny. You were begging them. Sing it again, please. I'm gonna go down. I want to see. I'm gonna go back down. Do it again. Wait till I get down.
Oh my God. My daughter watches episodes of Flavor of Love. Oh my God. Do you know I started that show just kind of came up? You know how when you play YouTube and like shows, if you just let it go to the end, like a random show will just like kind of play based on maybe like your recommendation. So Flavor of Love started playing, and this was like an old episode. Why did I watch that old episode with freaking New York for like an hour? I was like, why am I watching this? Why? I got stuff to do. Yes, it's on YouTube. Ooh, I'm sorry. I just thought about what it would be like to kiss Flavor of Love. Ooh. I have a weak stomach. I have a weak stomach, y'all. And the worst part about it is, Will the Gratitude says, I love the Golden Girls. They are so outspoken and hilarious. Yes, they are. Now I got to go back and watch some old Golden Girls. And then that show Girlfriends, and then the other show is Half and Half. I can watch reruns of all those episodes like binge. Yeah. Okay, her. Are you in the chat? I'm about to sing this song again. Oh God. Unapologetically Mika. Thanks. Good to know. Gonna check it out. Okay, you here? Flavor Flav. Okay, would anybody kiss Flavor Flav? Would any he used to live close to my house growing up. Oh, really? I'm Blanche. Oh, I'm Dorothy. What about nutrition at Mika? Are you taking care of yourself on that front? Ooh, LB. Good question. that cheap floozy? Who, Blanche? No, boy. Are you saying no, boy? I would not. I repeat, I would not kiss no dang Flavor Flav. No. The funny thing is I have such a weak stomach. Like any kind of like, that's why I'm such a big proponent of aromatherapy, because I like to smell things that are like fresh, and like if I smell things that smell foul or like fishy or like any kind of rank smell, it's gonna make me like want to, you know, shed some green stuff out. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is like I get so tickled at when, you know how when people are like so disgusted and like they like are just so disgusted that like they want to puke. Whenever that happens, I don't know what it is, but I get so tickled. Okay, I'm gonna sing that song here, but I'm gonna tell the story because yeah, okay, so one of my ex-boyfriends, and I love doing this to people, like if milk is rotten and I know it's rotten, I'll be like, hey, little, like this is what I used to do when I was a teenager. I'm so bad. Oh my God. I don't even feel bad. That's the worst part about it. But if milk was rotten, I'd be like, oh my God. And then I'd be like, put the cap back on. Hey, grandma. Hey, sister. Hey, grandpa. Smell this milk. Do you think it's still good? And then the reaction that they have is what I live for, okay? So I did the same thing to one of my ex-boyfriends from, just thinking about him. Lord, told you my stomach is weak. But anyway, there was a kale salad that we just bought. I just bought it. I opened that kale salad. Oh my God, it smelled like dead broccoli. It stunk so bad. Oh, so of course, I open the salad, I smell it, I almost puke, I close it back up. I ask him, hey, smell this. Do you think this is still good? When he almost puked and gagged, I just about fell out. Honestly, at LB, no, I'm not. It's kind of hard. Oh my God. Okay. I have lupus and a lot of other health issues because of it, like a paralyzed stomach, gastroparesis. So I only eat once a day. Okay. What about nutritional shakes? Can you do liquid nutrition or liquid vitamin supplements? I don't know. I would talk to your doctor, obviously. But yeah. Okay. All right. You ready? I have a weak stomach too. If I ever knew the kind of work, if you ever knew the kind of work I normally do, my mom can't even believe it. I wouldn't believe it. You're right. I probably wouldn't believe it. World of Gratitude says meditation is healthy, but what was very hard for me, I thought I knew how to breathe. Not. I know. The manifestation of healthy and happy thoughts are so soothing. Yes, they are. They are. They are. You know, when people tell you, think positive, speak things into existence, that really works. Not my grandma. I won't do it to my grandma. But Grandpa, does this smell like it's still good? Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Green veggies, spinach, broccoli. It starts. Oh God, it's just foul. It's foul. All right, excuse the coffee stains on my mug. Discourse gonna have you ever been on chemo if comfortable? Okay. Good questions. I love look it. I was trying to say listen, but I ended up saying look it. Listen. I want to say thank you so much for everybody being here. And even if you're watching the replay, thank you so much. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for being so positive and such a wonderful group of people and being respectful here tonight. It means the absolute world to me that you would be here, support this channel, and be kind to yourselves during this time and be kind to everybody else that's here. Thank you so much. All right, now housekeeping is out of the way. Okay. And that can also have some very serious side effects too, Hamika. Let's just all send all our positive thoughts and prayers to Mika and anyone suffering from like chronic illnesses, cancer, and all of that. Anyone who's in the hospital, anyone whose child is in the hospital. Let's just send all of our positive thoughts and prayers to those people, even strangers that we don't know. Okay. Even inmates, since this is a love after lockup, let's send all of our positive thoughts to people incarcerated, especially those who may be incarcerated and they don't deserve it. You ready, hear her? This is for anyone. Can you guys see this? Excuse the coffee stains. This is one of my favorite mugs. I drink it especially on those days. I use this mug especially on those days that I'm just like, I don't want to work, but I have to work. And when I look at this mug and I can sing this song to myself and pretend that I'm Michael Scott, do you know how that makes me feel? All right, hear her. I don't want to work. I just want to bang on this mug all day. I don't want to work. I just want to bang on this mug all day. Get out of here, Dwight. Just kidding. Anyone else love The Office? I freaking love that show. We said, my sister has not mucus. At Mika, my sister has lupus, so I totally understand. She has had to avoid being around people because of her compromised immunity. Yep. She is social butterfly, but it's hard for her. Yeah. Oh my God. My prayers to your sister LB. My prayers to her. Yeah, you have to be careful, especially when you already have underlying health conditions. This is a crazy time we're living in. Thank you. Hi, Honesty Love. Thank you for coming or being here. You were here earlier. But yeah, prayers. Unapologetic, Mika. Yes. Keep positive. Yes, keep positive and know that every experience can be different each day. Hope to support through encouragement. I look forward to checking in with you. Yes. And I want to bring up this. I don't know if I can go all the way back to that comment, but Mika, I've learned that there's so much power in being able to like really share your testimony. I know that you have things that you're dealing with. And I know that you also want to use your platform to like speak to people and help people. And I think you will find a lot of like fulfillment in that, and I encourage you to do it. What is that scripture that I read earlier? I'm going to read it again to you, okay? I always believe in renewing your mind with positive healing scriptures, okay? I don't know if you're religious or not, and I hope this doesn't offend you, but it says in Joshua 1:9, this is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And that is also on your YouTube platform. You hear me? YouTube used to be entertainment for me before it got so mean and dramatic. I know, isn't it crazy, LB? I promise you, after I started seeing and witnessing all this crazy beef that's going on, I really regretted coming on here with my true name. And even still, I'm kind of like, was that a mistake? You know, but my whole point is I wanted to be able to connect with people. I wanted to be able to be authentically myself. And so I decided I couldn't think of like any kind of name or anything. So I just said, you know what? It's just my channel. It's just me. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And a lot of the videos that I put up are just for myself. And I hope that people find the content interesting. But I do it because I like to do it. I get pleasure from doing videos and doing vlogs and sharing recipes and all that kind of stuff. And also, especially doing Love After Lockup. Hear Her says, Mika, I am a night owl. And if you ever want to chat, call me on IG anytime. And this I can attest to. I'm up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., all crazy times of day. I'm here if you need to talk at any time. That is so sweet, Hear Her. That is so sweet. I love that. I absolutely love that. Aww. So LB, do you have a YouTube channel? Oh. Her, you have to send, or Mika, you have to DM me on Instagram so I can send you those affirmations, okay? I'm serious. I have like packets and packets of affirmations. In fact, on multiple, why do I need some water? No, ma'am. Okay, you don't, LB? Okay. I was going to say, let's support your channel. Yes, I saw some of your food sorting and packaging. Oh, great tips. Thank you. Thank you. Like I'm always on like a wellness, nutritional journey, because it's a journey. I really admire you, Hear Her. Yes, I do too. So much. That's my girl. Sometimes you need someone at those odd times when nobody else is around. I agree. LB says, only discovered all this YouTube since COVID started. Oh, okay. And you know what? That rings true for me too. I think I started getting into YouTube like heavy. Maybe last year around probably the end of April. I was going through it, guys. I was really going through it. Let me tell you a story. Okay, I used to buy my my toilet paper. Let's see. Hear Her is spunky and we love it. Yes, we do. I'm gonna drop some ears in the chat. No, just kidding. I'm not. I'm just being silly. But I remember last year going into Costco. And this was like maybe it was sometime before March 20th of last year. But it was already like there was already kind of like this frenzy going on. But in a way, I was like completely unaware. I don't know why, but I was just like, I just didn't believe things could get that crazy. And so when I went into Costco during that time, mind you, I always used to shop at Costco. I'd always like buy my toilet paper there, like my Pine Sol there, like my big items like dishwashing liquid, water, things that I like literally. Yes, thank you, hear her. Yes. But yeah, I used to buy all my big stuff there. And during this time, I walked into Costco and I was just chilling. I was literally going in there to buy one thing, that big economy pack of toilet paper. So I go in the store. I see that the line is all the way from the front of the store. And you know how they have like about 8 or 9 like registers? Every single register was open. The store was packed. It was like the worst frenzy I have like ever seen. Walking in the store, the more I started walking in the store, the more my anxiety went up. And it's like, because as I got deeper into the store, I realized that, man, this is not going to be just like an hour trip like I usually would have at Costco. I realized like, man, I'm going to be here no matter what line I get in. I'm going to be here for a while, because the lines were from the front of the store all the way to the very back of the store and wrapping around. And by the time I got to where the toilet paper was, there was none left. And there was only like 3 packs of paper towels left. And then this is the kicker. They had started rationing things. So there were signs all over the place that would say like 1 per household or 2 items per household. And I started to panic. I had a panic attack inside of Costco. And I have not been back inside of Costco since. Can anyone relate? Can anybody relate to that? Did anyone experience? I mean, I know we did, but you know, in different states, people had different experiences. And so kind of the similar thing happened when I went inside of Stater Brothers and I saw, you know, Stater Brothers, they keep their shelves, you know, full. Everything is always pulled forward, you know, that FIFO, first in, first out. They keep their stores pretty clean. When I went inside of the Stater Brothers, and like shelves were empty, like cleaned out. You know, they were like, you know, they have a whole cereal aisle. I could count like maybe 20 boxes of cereal. You know, like all the canned items were just gone. It was just terrible. I mean, I was just like, what's happening? Like, you know, of course we have really come a long way, and, you know, we couldn't find like the cleaning supplies we needed. I mean, it was just crazy. So thank God things have really turned a corner. But that was crazy. I got about 2 years supply in my basement. I went TP before cousin. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't ready. I was not ready. And so back to that, that's when I kind of, you know, I started getting into YouTube, because at that point I just wasn't comfortable like really going out in public, and those kinds of places. But unfortunately, like for my job, I still had to do, I guess, field visits, which was kind of sucked because my job is, I'm an essential worker or in that category of healthcare. Yes, it was crazy. Yes, when the rationing first began, people were standing in line, yes, outside, and they were limiting the amount of, yes, they were. I know, world of gratitude. I had the same sentiment. I was like, what the hell is going on? And but like maybe back in, I think it was January, I started watching a show on Netflix called Containment. And in that show, there was this, it's starting to, yeah, we've been given notices in stores to limit purchase on. Really? Oh my God. See, now I'm going to go ham and start stocking up on stuff again. Oh, wow. But it's like, maybe 2 months after I finished that series of Containment on Netflix, then this started happening. So, I was spooked out. And in the show Containment, it was like there was an illness that was created in a lab. It was accidentally released. And it was so contagious that they had quarantine. They had a quarantine, and see that a quarantine section of the city. And if you had any symptoms, I don't remember in that show Containment what the symptoms were, but I know like if you coughed and like blood came out of your orifices, you were like, they were like, get away, you know what I'm saying? And so in this show, you were brave. I refuse to watch anything related to outbreaks. You know what, LB? I did not know what the hell kind of show I was going to get into. I like things dealing with like sciences and like, I don't know. I like certain things. But I didn't know what that show was going to really be about. Why care to share? What do you want? What do you want LB to share? The thought of it gave me, oh my God. Okay, so is talking about it going to give you anxiety right now, LB? Because I won't talk about it. But there were just a lot of similarities. Well, yeah, okay. So there was a movie, World of Gratitude, called Contagion. But I'm talking about the show on Netflix that was called Containment. And the similarities between that show and what's going on now are basically, I can't say the V word, but it starts with a V, ends with the S, and Corona goes in front of that. But it had that in the episode, and the people in the city had to wear the masks that we're wearing now. They had to be quarantined. And what else? Oh, they had to stay 4 to 6 feet of safe distance. So we see here, I don't want to get into anything, but for me, that was serious predictive programming. Is that what it's called? I understand. I thought she was talking about the movie. Oh, okay. So I saw, and I recognized like, oh my God, I just watched a show that is going, I think LB had to leave. I'm sorry, LB. I didn't mean to give you anxiety. I'm so sorry. But yeah, anyway, just too many similarities. But we can get off this topic. Because Lord, Yeah, it was too close for comfort. Okay, it'll be. I thought you had to bounce because I was still talking about it. But yeah, definitely, definitely. It was crazy. So I think maybe I will work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think maybe I'll work on getting myself back into Costco because I don't want to live in fear. You know, I don't want my anxiety to control my decisions. I want to have rule over it. So when I'm ready, whew, sorry, I'll go back into Costco. Just thinking about it just makes me like flustered because I seriously had a bad panic attack. Like I was I was unconsolable when I left there. I'm not even going to start talking about it because I go into a lot of conspiracy people that tend to get uncomfortable. I know, but I'll, predictive programming is a real thing. I'll just keep that right there. Oh, okay. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's a real thing, but we just gonna leave that on the shelf. Okay. So we got way off on a tangent, didn't we? We sure did. Okay, yeah, LB. It's a thing. Look up, I know you're a YouTuber, so look up some videos and check that topic out because it's exactly what happened. I watched that show and then this outbreak happened right on time. And I'm a very kind of like discerning person and yeah, I don't know what I was going to say. We just have to continue to lift each other up. Yes, yeah. And be practical and optimistic about our lives. That's right. That's right. And let me renew our minds with something else. Let's be transformed by the renewing of our minds again, real quick, because we kind of went way off. Okay. This is what I want to say to you. I apologize. Oh my gosh, Mika, I've watched him. Him. I don't sometimes I think too many of his videos are clickbait because he'll be like frantically like watch this before it's deleted. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that frantic energy. I don't like it. This is another one that has kind of some this channel kind of touches on some of that stuff. But let's be transformed by the renewing of our minds real quick. The Lord is for me, so I will have no fear. What can mere people do to me? That's Psalms 118:6. So we can say this with confidence. The Lord is my helper, so I will have no fear. Just kidding. I like to be dramatic. What can mere people do to me? I will not fear. You know what? The other night I kind of shared this. Oh my God. There's always something in my eye, like in the corner. The other night I had this dream, like this really bizarre, whacked out, freaking crazy dream. I'm not going to repeat it because I don't want to trigger anybody. I love the love here. I love it so much. But I had this crazy, crazy dream. And what do you right. Okay, see, you know what I'm talking about. I had to turn his notifications off because I would get these flashes of like, watch this now before it's deleted. They don't want you to see it. And it's like, I'm this channel, like the that channel is not my source. Like, God is my source. If I need to see it, I will definitely see it, but I'm not going to be rushed and frantic and watching something like for like that. I just, because I do have anxiety issues. That's kind of been on Front Street. I have to be careful about feeding into like that frantic frenzy. And so that's another reason why I have breathe. So let me go ahead and use some of that right now. Because just helps me stay calm and helps me. I'm also going to use some Serenity. This is Serenity. I'm going to put some Serenity on my temples. And that's going to keep my mind stayed on things that bring me peace. Amen? Amen. But I had this crazy dream. And ever since I had this crazy dream of like, I think it stemmed from some of the content that I was watching because, let me just break this down. Okay, there's 5 of you here. Shout out to each and every one of you here. Hear Her TV, my girl. World of Gratitude. I love your spirit. You're so intelligent. LB, you always have sound judgment. Unapologetically Mika, girl, your transparency, your vulnerability, and your complete honesty is so appreciated here. I just so appreciate you. I just have to say that. Honesty, love, I know you were here too. Thank you so much. You are such a sweet spirit. So yes. Oh, these oils are kicking in. Yes, these are essential oils. This is the doTERRA brand. Let's see. I have, if I could bring, let's see. Can I bring this over here? Look at my stuff, guys. And post it, like, why do I have a post-it note on here? Post-it notes everywhere. Look, when I tell you I have to write stuff down, post-it notes. Post-it notes. I mean, it never ends. But here I have oh my God, it's just so good. I have, can you guys see this? You can see it, huh? I have my doTERRA essential oil diffuser here. And I'm diffusing Serenity and Wild Orange in this one. And then I have another one here going, but I don't think I can bring this one over here. But I have another diffuser over here going that has the Breathe. And I put some of this citrus blossom in there. And it's a citrus blossom spring blend. And it's so, oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm like, okay, let's have show and tell. I'm so lame. I know. Thanks for the positive and welcoming platform. Oh, I love you too, LB. You're so amazing. Oh my God. Diffuser. So it's a cold water diffuser, essential oil diffuser. Yeah, we definitely appreciate you. You're so supportive. All of you. I love these. That is really big. What is it? What is it? Expensive? Yes and no. I think for me, the value is based on the benefits to me. So it has a world of benefit, which for me has a higher value than like maybe the price point. I do budget, monthly to be able to keep these oils on deck because, yeah, girl, diffuser. Let me show it again for those coming in. Right now, I have, and look at how cool this is. I have, man, let me just kind of turn my ring light off so you can see it better. So I have in here my essential oil diffuser. And what's cool about it is this one, I can light it up and it turns different colors. So I don't know if you know this. Can you guys see how it kind of turned? Wow, this is the camera right here. Where am I going? See how it kind of turned lavender? And it's right now it's diffusing. Woo, Lord child. That gives me life. I'm so sorry. That gives me absolute life. But yeah, it can get kind of expensive, but for me, it's worth it. Let me show you kind of, there's like if you become like a member, there's like a home essentials kit. And this is kind of where my doTERRA order form, I restock every month because I use them. I use these oils every single day. Like I use them every single day. Different oils have different effects. So like, for example, why are you laughing? I hear her. Are you so touched? Have you been touched by an angel? Yes, me. Just kidding. But so for example, this oil is called Serenity. And I don't know if you can see it, but on the side it says Restful Blend. So you know how Mika and I earlier were talking about like how we struggle, and even hear her, we struggle with being able to fall asleep at night. I use Serenity to help me with that. I also use another one called Adaptive, and it's specifically a calming blend. And I use that to help me like relax and fall asleep. My dramatic. I know, I'm so silly. I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm so silly. But this Serenity gives me life. What I will do with this one is I'll put, I'll pour some drops in my hand. I'll mix it with this foot balm that I put on my feet at nighttime to keep my feet soft. So I'll mix Serenity with the foot balm. And, of course I'll rub it in so that I can get like the aroma of the oil. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. So I rub it together and I rub it into my feet like really, really, really good. And so what's happening is it's calming me from the bottom of my soles and it's going into my skin, right? Because our skin is the largest organ of our body, right? So it's penetrating very, very deep. And so I use Serenity on my feet, and then I use Adaptive Calming Blend on like my temples, and like I'll put some like here on my neck. But really, I kind of will put a couple of drops by my nose so I can just breathe it in. And I do like deep breathing before I go to sleep. I mean, it's a whole routine because I really struggle with falling asleep. And like on top of that, I drink nighttime tea. I have to do so many things just to relax and go, be able to fall asleep. And then the trouble is once I fall asleep, am I going to be able to stay asleep? So these little things, they really help. I've learned that they help me. And I share this with other people because look at, that's what we need. That's what we need. I shared this story in another video. I don't have my balance oil is over there. But one of the other, I guess she uses these same oils. I found her on YouTube. Her son used to struggle with anxiety before he went to school. And so what she started doing every morning is she took the essential oil called Balance, and you have to be careful to make sure you get the right ones that are pure. This brand is doTERRA, and this is like the only brand that I will use, because I know it's pure. So this parent started to, what she would do is when she would go to wake her son up in the morning, she would mix the essential oil called Balance. She would mix that with like fractionated avocado oil or coconut oil, and she would rub it into her child's feet every single morning. And she realized after doing that, and she did a couple of other things with him, that this dramatically decreased and reduced his anxiety at the very onset of when he woke up and into his school day. World of Gratitude said, okay, I used to visit an ancient medicine healer for therapy and learn different methods for sleeping. One of the practices was using essential oils, and creating environments to prepare for sleeping. I wish you could come up here and share more about that, World of Gratitude. I'm going to drop the link for you, okay? Just in case. Just in case. Just in case I don't make it home tonight. Gonna make love to you for the last time, baby. Shout out to you, Jaheem. I know you're going through it, man. Shout out to you, my brother. Can you DM me the brand and the ones you recommend for oils I want to order? Yes, I will. I will. Because I'm telling you. I have my favorite ones, but even like there's ones that are specific. Like before I go out to see my clients, bam. Cheer up, Charlie. Sing me a song. This is an uplifting blend because, some of these clients, they got some crazy stuff going on. And I need to make sure I go with the right mindset. Because, yeah. Thanks for sharing. You're so welcome. Thank you for listening. I dropped that link, World of Gratitude, because I want to hear more about what you learned. I think it's very important for this discussion. My grandparents used similar methods. Okay, see? This is science, y'all. I mean, this is science. This is science and tested. Have you seen the documentary on Netflix called Unwell? Oh my God, I haven't. I'm gonna write it down because if I don't write it down, I won't. So what's it about? It's a documentary on Netflix. What's it about, LB? Called Unwell. Please share. I might watch it tonight, or I might try to find it and see what it's about on Netflix. Where did I leave off at? Aww, so sweet. I believe they talked about that brand on there. Oh, okay. I'm going to type it in the chat. So you all can look into it if you're interested. There's no website on here, but I know you can find it. But there's different ones that you can diffuse, like On Guard. It's for immune support. There's a lemon one that you can just literally add to water, and it's a disinfectant and it's a cleaner. There's one that you know how like the stores were running out of hand sanitizer because of our cousin C19. And so what I did was I started making my own hand sanitizer like a lot of other people did. And what I would do is I would use my other bag is somewhere back there, but I would use the essential oil called Purity, and I would drop maybe like 5 drops into I don't have it over here. I have several like fine mist bottles, and so I use 91% alcohol, and I will use like 5 drops of the Purity essential oil, and it's such a wonderful disinfectant. I am watching you on YouTube. Okay. Okay. The first episode was about essential oils. Oh, okay. So there's different seasons. Okay. Okay. I'm going to check it out, LB. I wrote it down so I can go look at it. At Hear Her. Can you please give Andrea my email address? Yes, please. So I can send all this helpful information to you. I'm telling you, Mika, I mean, it will do wonders. I mean, for anxiety alone, for promoting healing in yourself, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And I still didn't even type that in the chat. There it is. It's called doTERRA. I wish I could come up, but I have no devices, honestly. Oh, okay. No problem. The methods are based. You are so funny. Oh, thank you. Thank you. The methods are based on creating clean environments and dimming. Oh, okay. So like dimming lights. Dimming, like, I think I can kind of understand that because I'm gonna go back to that. I will, Mika. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Hero. Yes, send me that. And then if I forget to send you the info about doTERRA, please remind me. Let me know what you think about it. Okay, I will. I'll let you know. I definitely will. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I forgot. I was gonna say something was on the tip of my tongue, but I forgot. It's absolutely gone. It's vanished. So anyway, we've been on here for about 3 hours. Hear Her. I know you your poor voice. I know you need to protect your voice, but otherwise I know you will be up here talking because I know you got stuff to say. But I know you need to rest your voice too. So, but yeah, I wanted to do an extended live because, as I explained before, I really have a goal to reach, 4,000 watch hours. So I'm thinking like the longer the videos are, I mean, it creates more hours to watch because I don't even think I even have for that much time. You know what I'm saying? So I figured if I do a longer live, maybe that'll help me get to my goal quicker. This is different. Another one called Healed on Netflix. Oh, okay. I love Netflix. And this will give me something else to watch besides Nailed It, because I watched that over and over again. Healed. Do they talk about essential oil? On Netflix, spine broken in 6 places, was paralyzed, and learned to walk using mental capacity. Drove his ability to envision walking. Oh my God. Yeah. How powerful. Do you realize like your mind is such a powerful thing? It's such a powerful thing. And you know what? I usually don't share the things that I pray for specifically, but I feel like I can share it right now. Yeah, we do watch our reruns. That's another thing that we have in common. It's so funny. But I was literally praying in the shower this morning. Because you know how they say that, like human beings, we don't really use the full capacity of our brain. We use, I think, I don't know the number. I think it's like 38%. And so I was praying for God to like expand my mind in that way and let my mind be operating at that like 98% level as opposed to 38. I want my brain to be completely like optimally functioning. I want all my I'm getting tongue tied, but you know what I'm saying? I want all my executive functions, all my everything in my brain to be working like supernaturally so that I can have ultra discernment and exercise wisdom in every decision that I make. Quiet your little self. In every decision that I make, I want to use all of my brain power. I don't want to be stuck at that 38%. I don't want to be stifled. I don't want to be muted. I don't want you know how sometimes you have to play dumb for people because you don't want to offend them? Nope, I'm not doing that. I want to be at the top of everything. I want to be healed and made whole in every area of my life, even in my optic nerves. I want to be able to see things in full color, the way that God created them. You know what I'm saying? Don't you even go over there and poop, Tuna. I'm going to let you out in a second. I'm sorry. That's so unprofessional. My dog is trying to sneak over there so she could go poop. And I need to get up and let her go outside. But my neighbors are out there. And she don't really get down with other people. You know, she's kind of like antisocial. I'm going to go back to the comments. Okay, gonna dim my lights. So good to stop. Okay, yes, dim your light. That's what I was. Okay, yeah. Dimming your lights. Yes, I've heard, because even like in my office, that's what I was going to talk about, World of Gratitude. But thank you for stopping by. Much love to you. Peace and blessings. May they flow so abundantly towards you and all of your family and loved ones. Amen. I felt that. But yeah, in my office, I definitely do use dimmer lights because I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you're having to be on the computer screen and then you have these fluorescent lights in the office, and it's just like sometimes I feel like even with this dang ring light, I feel like my brain is being fried. So I use different lamps. You can't see this one that I have behind me, but this is like a dimming lamp. And usually when I'm working in my workspace, I have this lamp going. I have this lamp on as opposed to the ceiling light because it does create like a more soothing and calming environment. Like these heavy lights, I don't know. There's just a difference. So what World of Gratitude was saying about, having dimmer lights, it does help. And if you suffer from migraines or headaches, having a low dimmer light lamp will absolutely, help you with that. Hear her. Let's watch something together for Movie Night Mondays. Oh my God, we can. Oh my God, yes. We have to figure that out. We got a lot of projects in the works, hear her. We have karaoke night in the works. Stay tuned. And then we have, I want to do a virtual bingo. I freaking love bingo, you guys. You know, people love to go to the casinos and they like to play the slot machines, or like my dad, like he plays poker. God bless him. My dad is so funny, you guys. He's so funny. He has these dark shades that are so unattractive. I mean, they are hideous, but you can't see anything. And he wears those shades in the casino. And, he thinks he's so cool. I mean, he is cool. God, I love him. But yeah, I'm interested to hear her and doing a movie night. I know Netflix, on Netflix, you can set up like a watch party. So I don't know if we could do that and maybe stream it on YouTube. I don't know. We have to talk and figure that out. And maybe someone who's really tech savvy, like um, oh, what's her name? She does tech videos on YouTube. Shrinking Sharon. We maybe need to connect with her. Be careful what you wish for. My brain go too much sometimes. Ugh, I wish I could turn it off. Okay. I just don't want to be dumb. I just want to like maintain my intellect. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? She said, don't F with cats. I want to review it on Netflix. Cats are mean, yo. I will not have a cat in this house. I used to I've had like 2 or 3 cats in my life. One of the very first cats that I had, her name was Majesty, bless her heart. My friend came over, and I was in college back when I had her. But one of my friends came over and she stayed the night with me. And this evil cat, I mean, she was evil. I don't know what made me give her the name Majesty. I will never give an animal that name. That name belongs to the Most High, okay? Anyway, this cat, when my friend stayed over, the movie and Bingo sound like fun. Okay, Elby, so you're down? Now, Bingo, I think I have an idea of how to do that because there's a Bingo online that I could just literally give you guys the link. And then I could call out the number and we could do like a whole bunch of fun prizes, okay? And I might even do some like gag gifts. You know, because on Thursdays I do sound off and I give away 3 $10 cash apps. So I need to like slow my roll with my prizes and stuff because I'm not monetized. Now, if I was monetized, hello, I could use that money. Hello, in the name of Jesus. Thank you, God, for monetization for me and her and any new up and coming YouTuber. Couldn't even say that, right? But if I was monetized, I would definitely be able to do that. Hey. Okay, hear her. What the heck is this movie about? Don't F. Why am I clapping? Don't F with cat. Cats are freaking evil. So the story was my friend was staying over the night. This cat, I mean, she was, I thought this is just how she sleeps, but she was just like sleeping like this, right? Her shoulders were like kind of, back into her shoulder blades. Oh, that felt good. And she was just like looking at my friend. And as soon as my friend opened her eye when she woke up, that cat went wow and fucking scratched her eye. I felt so bad. And she was so nice to that cat too. For that cat to do that, she was something else. That cat, I can't believe I named that cat Majesty. Whew, I don't even remember what happened to that cat. I think I moved and I rehomed her. Oh, okay. So is it a show that deals with cats like that? Or is this like don't F with cats like something else? Let me write it down. I'll watch it and be able to comment on your reviews. Don't F with cats on Netflix. I'm gonna have to check. Okay, so this is 3 recommendations of shows that we need to watch. Don't F with Cats. The documentary called Unwell, and the show or documentary called Healed. That talks about I think both of those last ones talk about the healing properties of essential oils. No cats as an animal. Oh, cats as an... Okay, see, that's what I was getting at. Was it like... Because you know how some people say, hey, this cat over here, and they're talking about a person? Okay, so... All right, so I just told that whole cat story. I hope you enjoyed it. I wasn't even talking about real cats. All right, you guys. I think I'm going to call it a night. Unless anyone wants to come up and state your piece, give some positive insight to anyone watching the replay, you're more than welcome. So I dropped that one more time, just in case you want to come on up and do a little chit chat with me, baby. Oh, that's my link. And watch the review of. Okay, I know what that is. Don't tell me, tell the people. Boom. Okay, sorry. And watch the review. Okay, so does Don't Tell Me, Tell the People do a review on that show as well? Oh, you're talking to Hear Her. Okay. Okay. So LB is saying he saw that documentary, and Don't Tell Me, Tell the People did a review on it. Oh my God, I love you guys. Don't ever name your animal Majesty. It will backfire on your ass. Don't do it. Oh my God. I laughed so much tonight. Thank you so much. Okay, Hear Her. I didn't go quite to 8 hours, but I did 3. I think that's good enough. I'll do another one later. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Tuna. Come here, Tuna. You want to say hi? Oh, I know Chloe said hi earlier, but this is Tuna. Say hi, Tuna. Tuna's breath smells like that. But anyway, she's so cute. I've had her since she was like 8 weeks old. And when she snores, it sounds like a lawnmower. And she's so loyal. Like, I could do anything to this dog. I could play with her paws. I can make her. Come on, Tuna. I can make her show you her smile. Look, they want to see her teeth. Tuna. Say cheese. Now I need some hand sanitizer. She's so loyal. She lets me rub her belly. She lets me play with her ears. She's just so sweet. She lets me hold her like a little baby. I love her so much. Now, little Boo, the other dog, this is Chloe. This is my special needs dog. She's my special needs dog. Okay. She's so special. Huh, Chloe? Are you special? Yeah, you are, huh? Yeah, and I love you too. All right, guys. Say bye. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go and warm up this bedtime tea. And thank you. I'm gonna say goodnight. I tried to hang in there longer, but I think I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday and Monday. It's Monday for a lot of you. So thank you for being here. Please remember, if you're watching the replay and if you're here still in the chat, remember daily self-care. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others, okay? And I love you with the love of the Lord. Okay. All right. Good night, Mika. Good night, LB. Good night, Hear Her. Good night, anyone else that I missed. I know World of Gratitude went to bed. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you next time.